Rogan accomplished this, and now that you're the first man ever to be undisputed in two different weight classes, like, what are the offers now? Are people coming? Because I hear all this talk about Jamel. I hear this talk about Canelo. Like, where are they at right now?
Well, Canelo and Jamel is fighting. I wanted to fight Jamel next since he was the 154-pound undisputed champion. But as you know, they're going to strip him for his belt once the bell ring when he fight Canelo.
So your goal was to go up and become undisputed in three different weight classes.
There you go.
Wow.
Something that never been done before.
Right.
And, it's greatness. Like I said, this is my era, and I'm taking it. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. So now I didn't shift gears because I know I wanted to fight Jamel, but if he lose to Canelo, I wouldn't. I always said, man, that's a big step. That's a big step. But for a person to go up 3 weight classes from 147 to 168 and to win, and become undisputed, wow. What can they say? They can't say nothing right now, but what can they say?
Well, then you're in like the greatest of all time discussion.
I'm already in them discussions. But I'm saying, but what would they say though? 3-time undisputed champion and the smaller fighter that went up 3 weight divisions to conquer one of the baddest mans besides himself that's been doing it for probably longer than me.
So you said 68, but you mean 54, right?
No, 68.
You want to go up to 68. So who would you fight at 68? Canelo?
If he win, or Charlo, the winner.
Wow. That would be crazy.
I want to be 3-time undisputed.
To jump up like that, 21 pounds?
Yes.
What do you walk around at?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, you don't want to tell me.
I don't know. You know what I mean? But
how much time would you need to prepare for something like that? Would you gain weight? Would you do
anything? I'll definitely have to gain weight.
Yeah.
And I just believe in my abilities. Canelo's not a big guy. He's 5'8".
Right. Fought at 52 when he fought Pacquiao.
He's
or when he fought Floyd, rather.
He's big, like muscular wise, but far as like height,
right?
Nah. So that wouldn't be nothing that we had to see.
That would be insane for you to go from 140 all the way up to 168.
That'd be dope.
Woo!
I think it can happen. I think that's to be honest. I think that's the biggest fight in boxing. He beat Charlo, Terence Crawford, Canelo. That's the biggest fight in boxing, hands down. No other fighters could compare to that. No disrespect to Charlo, but he's not a superstar. He's not, on Canelo's level. Now he got a chance. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's going to do well in that fight, and he got the tools to win. It's just about preparation and what type of fight he fight.
Now, Canelo and him are fighting at 68. And when are they fighting? Is that September?
Yes, September 30th, I think.
So when would you like to get back in? Like, what would be good for you? Like, how much of a turnaround?
Well, it probably, if they fight in September, it'd probably be next year. But that'd give me time to,
bulk up.
Yeah, get my body right.
What kind of strength and conditioning routine do you do now? Because how much, is it difficult for you to make 47 or is it pretty easy?
No, it was a little difficult.
Yeah?
It was a little difficult. Yeah. I had to wear the little plastics and sauna suits this time, but, I don't know what it is. I go up and weight and then the weight be going up on me.
Your body adapts.
Yeah.
Likes to eat, likes to get thick.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's cool though. It's cool.
So when
to do well in that fight, and he got the tools to win. It's just about preparation and what type of fight he fight.
Now, Canelo and him are fighting at 68. And when are they fighting? Is that September?
Yes, September 30th, I think. Yeah.
Mm. So, when would you like to get back in? Like, what would be good for you? Like, how much of a turnaround?
Well, it probably if they fight in September, it'd probably be next year. But that give me time to,
Bulk up.
yeah, get my
Yeah.
body right.
What kind of strength and conditioning routine do you do now? Because how much is it difficult for you to make 47 or is it pretty easy?
No, it was a little difficult.
Yeah.
It was a little difficult. Yeah, I had to wear the little plastics and sauna suits this time, but I don't know what it is. I go up and weight, and then the weight be going up on me.
Your body adapts.
Yeah,
Likes
yeah,
to eat, likes to get thick.
right.
Yeah.
So it's cool though. It's cool.
So when like on a normal camp, what does your training routine consist of? Like, do you do running? Do you do strength and conditioning workouts in the gym? Like, what do you do as far as like physical preparation?
I do it all. I run, I swim, strength and condition. Um,
Yo, 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 what's going on? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. It's your host, Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. So, man, it's been quite a bit of time now, and Terence Crawford is everywhere now. You know what I mean? And rightly so. Terence Crawford is getting his respect. Terence Crawford is on every channel, from the Joe Rogan show to the Breakfast show. He's coming on Sky Sports in England soon. Okay? So he's going to every channel and every place, and everybody wants to talk to Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Crawford has become a star, and he wants to try and be a superstar. And now that he's become a star and he's on every camera and everybody wants to talk to Terence Crawford, every big platform, you know what I mean? Now people are really calling him the pound for pound number one. And Crawford, before this, never got this recognition. He never got all this love, and he never got this much exposure all over the world. But now Crawford beat up one of the best in Errol the Truth Spence Jr. And the way that he beat him, Terence Crawford is now looking like the boxing god of boxing. Terence Crawford is looking like the god of boxing now. In the way that some people speak about Crawford, is that he is a god. Terence Bud Crawford's got the biggest hype now. Not even the hype, he already was the name. But now he's hyped up. And Terence Bud Crawford is now getting treated like the royalty of boxing. He is now the next man that everybody's calling his name. Even to the point that Crawford says that every fan and everybody's saying that Crawford can go up 3 weight classes and beat Canelo Alvarez. Are we seriously hearing something here which is logical? Are we hearing something that a man's got an ego now? Has Terence Bud Crawford got an ego now? That where his ego has got to his head? Eh? Has his ego got to his head? That now that he wants to be a superstar, he wants to go up 3 weight classes and chase for the winner of Jamel Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez. Has everybody become a casual fan, have they? Has everybody now become like a big casual fan? You motherfuckers are now saying that this guy beats Canelo Alvarez. Are you sure that you are speaking logical, or are we getting overhyped on the moment? Are we getting overhyped on the moment and that we're so hyped up that now we're saying that this guy can beat Canelo Alvarez and go up 3 weight classes? Are we speaking some bullshit? Are the fans getting crazy? Because Terence Crawford, I know he's now, everybody says, oh, there's a new fan base now that he beats Mayweather. Man, stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit, bro. Terence Crawford don't beat no Mayweather. I understand that Terence Crawford has done amazingly well against one guy, one fucking guy, who is the truth. One real elite man that Crawford has beaten up. And you want to put him ahead of Mayweather and all these guys like Manny Pacquiao and all these guys like Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran. These guys beat consistent top guys. Terence Bud Crawford's had one serious victory, bro. And now Bud Crawford is a god. Now Terence Bud Crawford is a god all of a sudden, yeah? He is the fucking god. He is the Messiah. He is the Jesus. He is everything that everybody's saying that he is, can do anything. He can beat everybody now, bro. He can beat up all the Charlos. He can beat up Canelo Alvarez. He can beat David Benavidez. Are you fucking guys serious or what? Or you guys acting like casual fans? Are you guys acting like casual motherfucking fans, bro? Motherfucker just beat one fucking top guy. I understand that everybody's in the moment. Everybody's getting hyped up. Everybody's on the roller coaster. Everybody's on this speed train for Crawford. Bruh, he beat one guy. Motherfuckers, he beat one fucking top guy. Sean Porter was never had the belt, and nobody give a fuck about Jeff Horn, and nobody give a fuck about Indongo. Stop the cap. Stop your bullshit. Ricky Burns and Victor Postol, and you're putting this guy better than Floyd Mayweather. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, pussy. I ain't waste my time over here anymore. Don't fucking waste my time over here on Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. You understand? You want to go to Rapstar Fantasy World, go to the fucking other places, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I'm letting you know, peeny, toony, tiny fucking Crawford compared to Canelo. Yes, you can make the fight, but it ain't like Crawford's a little live dog in the fight, bro. Shut the fuck up. Guys that got overhyped. Fucking Errol Spence came with fucking madness in his brain anyway. Errol Spence come like half of himself. I don't know. What Errol Spence? Okay, yeah, he beat up Errol Spence. I give him that. Yeah, Bud Crawford beat up Errol Spence. I give him that. I give him that, bro. He's a pound for pound. I give him that. But he ain't getting up and beating up everybody, bro. Trust me. Trust me. I ain't no casual motherfucker. There's a weight class for a reason. You can't just jump up 3 weight classes. The reason why he wants to do it is he's seeing 3 times more the money. He's seeing 3 times more the money. If you can earn that much money, bro, I find fucking Crawford myself. I fight Canelo myself with that money. Shut the fuck up. Pussy, I'll go train for fucking 4 months every single day so that I can handle myself in the ring. Even if I get beaten up, I'm taking all those millions. Motherfucker. Crawford is seeing a big bank balance, you idiots. He's been told. He's been told You better chase that Canelo fight if you want to make multi-millionaires. You want to make everybody a multi-millionaire? Can't you see how big Bomac's fucking stomach is? Can't you see how big Bomac's fucking stomach is? Now, I'm not saying that Crawford can't go and do that, okay? But I'm not one of those guys saying, yeah, he's going out there to beat up Canelo. Shut the fuck up. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying he can't go and do it. I'm saying that he's going to get beaten up. I'm not saying he might not be in the fight for a bit. I promise you he loses. Okay? I understand that Crawford is the god right now in America. I understand. I get it. Crawford is the next biggest thing in America now, bro. I get it. But he ain't no fucking god. Get the fuck out of it. One fucking great win. Yeah? One great win against Errol Spence, bro. One guy. One guy that had all the belts. What else did fucking Crawford? Don't give me no other bullshit. One fucking guy. You guys are capping out here. You guys are getting overexcited like bitches. Listen, what did Canelo Alvarez say, bro? Canelo Alvarez said, I will look like I'm bullying this guy. Canelo Alvarez said, I better not say nothing before people say that I'm picking on a small guy. Canelo Alvarez said that I better not say anything about Crawford. When they asked him about the question of Crawford, he goes, I don't want to say nothing, bro. It looks like I'm gonna bully this guy. Canelo says, I don't want to say anything, bro. It looks like I'm gonna bully this motherfucker. You get me? So stop the bullshit, bro. Look, Crawford's a great fighter, yeah? Crawford is a great fighter, okay? He beat Errol Spence. I understand how he beat Errol Spence. But calm down, bro. He ain't no fucking god. You understand? He ain't no fucking god out here, bro. Fucking everybody saying that this guy's the best of ever. He can beat Sugar Ray Leonard. He can beat Floyd Mayweather. He can beat this guy. He can beat that guy. Hey, listen, bro. Stop getting too hyped up. One motherfucking fight. One fucking fight. And you guys are going on like he's the fucking Jesus. You guys are going on like he's fucking Jesus. Like he's God. You know what I mean? Stop your bullshit, bro. I'll go to every channel out in America. Yeah, Canelo Alvarez, man. Canelo Alvarez can beat up Terence Crawford can beat up Canelo Alvarez. We'll fuck him up. Terence Crawford got the skills. You see what he did to Errol Spence. He can fuck up Canelo Alvarez. He can fuck up Canelo. Man, the only thing he's fucking up, bro. The only thing he's fucking, bro, is his big, giant, enormous misses. He ain't fucking up nobody else. Not at 168, bro. Shut the fuck up. David Benavidez will break Terence Crawford's face. David Benavidez will put Crawford into a fucking coma. David Benavidez will put Crawford in a motherfucking coma. I promise you that. David Benavidez will kick the fuck out of that cunt. Let me tell you that right now. David Benavidez will beat the fuck out of Crawford. All right, mate? Stop talking shit out here, bro. You know what I mean? I'm even telling you guys this. Everybody's getting overhyped. One fucking great fight. And everybody says, oh, Crawford beats up Jamel Charlo. Crawford's going to beat up Jamel Charlo. Crawford's going to beat up Jamel Charlo. Man, forget Canelo. Forget Canelo, bro. Jamel Charlo might beat the fuck out of Crawford. Forget Canelo Alvarez. Jamel Charlo might beat the fuck out of Crawford. How about that? How about that? You know, you guys are thinking that Crawford is some god. He's some fucking god. Jesus has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus, the god of boxing. Terence Bud Crawford, the god. He beats everybody. He beats everybody. Yo, shut the fuck up, bro, before I send Teofimo Lopez up there. Shut the fuck up before I send Teofimo Lopez. If the same Teofimo Lopez that came and beat up Josh Taylor, that fucking little fucking cunt, Teofimo, go up one more weight class, he might end up showing you what Crawford's about. Teofimo Lopez that turned up against Josh Taylor. Remember my words. That fucking Teofimo Lopez, that's a fucking psycho. That motherfucker comes up against Crawford at 147. That fight is more logical than Crawford going up to 3 weight classes to fight Canelo. How about that? See, now you guys are laughing at me. Now you're saying that I'm crazy. Now let me prove to you why you're crazy. Teofimo Lopez. Wasn't Josh Taylor looking to fight Terence Crawford? You muppet. Come on, answer the question, bro. Stop wasting Rap Montana's time. Wasn't Terence Crawford gonna fight Josh Taylor? You muppet. Eh? Remember those conversations, don't you? Remember them conversations, though, don't you, bro? Do you remember them conversations? Yes or no? Let me prove the muppets who's crazy and who's a fucking casual and who speaks fucking logical. Does everybody remember the conversations of Josh Taylor versus Bud motherfucking Crawford? Yes or no? Answer the question, bro. Stop running away from the fucking question. Otherwise, I'm just going to shut this live down. I ain't got time to waste. I got 3 computers running. Yeah? I got 3 computers running. I got a laptop running. I'm running some other kind of business here, but I still take my time out for the fucking sport of boxing. Because I love boxing. Let me know. Right. Some people are listening, bro. Stephen Bateman says yes. Lisa Snow says yes. Some people are listening now. You're not running away from the conversation, are you? You ain't ducking the conversation. Keep the same energy. Crawford is great. But it's logical when Teofimo can come up in weight and beat up Josh Taylor and put a beating on Josh Taylor, that Teofimo, if he wants to fight Crawford, isn't that more logical? Isn't that more logical for Teofimo to fight Crawford? Listen to me carefully, bruh. The Teofimo that beat Josh Taylor and said that I will fight the winner of ERROL Spence and Crawford. But you laughed at him, didn't you? But you laughed at Teofimo when he only said, I'll go up 1 weight class and I'll fight Crawford or ERROL Spence. How come you laughed at him, bro? How come you laughed at a man that put a beating on Josh Taylor? Think about this. The same Josh Taylor that wanted to fight Crawford, think about this. The way that Teo beat him, he wants to go up 1 weight class. But here's Crawford that wants to go up 3 weight classes to face Canelo Alvarez. Who's more crazier, bro? Come on. Who's more crazy? Teofimo or Crawford? Answer the question. Answer the question, bro. Keep the same energy. Who's more crazy? Teofimo or Crawford? Answer the question. If there was a logical fight, which one makes more sense? Teo versus Bud or Bud versus Canelo? You guys ain't even answering the question, bro. Bud Crawford. Teofimo is more crazy. Crawford is crazy, but the money. Here's my thing. Bud moves up in 6 months. Hard task, 12 months. He whoops Canelo. I don't know where you're going with this. I asked you the question. You'd stop going away from that shit, bro. Crawford is delusional, says Danny Medina. Bud is loco, says Dizzy Dro. MAW in the house. Big up to MAW. That's a big text, MAW. Let me put it up there for you. Bud is loco, says Dizzy Dro. Bud is loco, says Dizzy Dro. Now you tell me, bro. Terence Crawford. You say that Terence Crawford's more crazy, but Teofimo, it doesn't sound crazy now, does it, bro? Teofimo coming up to fight Errol Spence or Crawford now doesn't seem crazy now, does it? Eh? It doesn't feel crazy now, does it, though? But you were laughing at Teofimo, bro. You were laughing at Teofimo Lopez. So keep the same energy. Teofimo beat up Josh Taylor. The same Josh Taylor that wants Crawford. That Crawford was going to fight Josh Taylor. But you were laughing at Teofimo Lopez. Keep the same energy, bro. Keep the same energy. Motherfuckers are sitting out here like Terence Crawford. He's a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. But he ain't no god. If others want to fight him and come up in weight, you want to laugh at him. Right. I caught you on that one, didn't I? I caught you out on that one, didn't I, though? Now that you were laughing at Teofimo, now how does that feel? Exactly, bro. Everybody's living the moment. Everybody's out here living the moment, man. And I don't blame everybody. You know what I mean? I don't blame everybody. But remember this. Bruh, Crawford ain't a guy that can go and do 3 weight classes and beat Canelo, bro. Nah. All those skills are limited at 168. Them skills ain't gonna pay the bills. Them skills ain't gonna pay the bills. Canelo Alvarez's shots are on a different kind of platform. When Canelo Alvarez really is sparring heavyweights, then he's really sparring heavyweights. You understand? Canelo Alvarez, when he licks you, bro, he start breaking you up. Even this Canelo Alvarez, he fucks up Crawford, bro. But yo, give me a sec. Let's ask Tunde Tupac. Man, smash the like button, bro. What we got? 20 people over here. The fuck is going on here, bro? Might as well shut this shit down in a minute. It seems like people are not really with it today.
What up?
How are you?
I'm great.
Can we meet you?
My name is Tunde Tupac, aka the Rap Killer,
Tunde Tupac.
the Rap Flexer, kill them all.
Your name.
Your name is
Tunde Tupac.
Tunde Tupac.
You can write the Rap Killer there.
But Tunde is your
It's
name.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Tunde, with your dressing, I know the kind of song that you're about to present.
Yes.
So you want to tell us about it?
Just rap game. I kill the rap game because the haters want us down, but they're not gonna get us.
You don't need
Calm
to
down.
tell us about the haters now.
Rappers, right? You're a
Yes.
rapper.
Rapper.
Good. Let's hear you.
Check it. Ha ha. Check it. Ha ha ha. Check it. Check it. Check it. I rule everywhere. I rule. They want to take me down, but they cannot take me down. Yeah. I rule New York. I rule Lagos to Atlanta. We go to Chicago. Check me out. Check my game. My game is tight. All the haters, I shoot them in the brain. Boom, boom, boom. I've been around with my guys, 50 Cent, Tupac, Biggie, Snoop Dogg. We're all in this game together because I kill them all. I kill Tupac and I kill Biggie. I kill them all because they can't contain my rap game.
Hey!
It's off the
Wait,
hook because I'll
calm
kill
down.
you all now.
No, calm down. You killed?
You killed who?
It's just a lyric. Don't fear.
Lyric.
Your lyric
Hey.
will put you in trouble. You have to be very careful. You don't just go about saying things that you don't know.
It's a rap game. That's everything.
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
I've been in this game for more than 20 years.
How old are you?
What's it?
I'm 15 years old.
What?
Just forget my age. Just focus on how long I've been in the game.
And you know Tupac. You know Snoop Dogg. You know
By the
50
grace of
Cent.
God, we met in the States.
Oh.
Which state?
Akwa Ibom.
This guy.
You're just a joker. You know what? Just go. We'll get back to you.
And let me make this point here as well. I believe we also, the fans, we get hyped up. If you remember when Canelo Alvarez beat up Kalen Plant and became undisputed, what was everybody saying? Yo, Canelo can go up. Canelo can challenge. And Canelo said it himself. I will challenge Alexander Usyk. I will go up in weight and fight Usyk. And people started saying that shit. When Canelo Alvarez became undisputed in 11 months, beat up everybody, after that, everybody was saying, yo, this man can go and beat up everybody. And when he was fighting Bivol, what were they saying, bro? What were they saying, Tip Bayless? What were they saying, Lisa Snow? What were they saying, Stephen? What were they saying? They were saying that Canelo can chase, and the Canelo fans, the Canelo fanboys, yo, Canelo can fight Usyk. Canelo can fight Usyk. Yo, Canelo will beat Usyk. Man, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up before I get this belt and whack it across your head, bro. And wake you motherfuckers up. Who remembers that, bro? Who remembers all that talk? Who remembers all that fucking cap when Canelo was getting hyped up, bro? Do you remember that, Stephen Bateman, MAW? Bro, the Canelo fans were coming on my channel. Yo, bro, Canelo can beat up. We can beat up everybody, bro. We can beat up fucking Usyk. We want to fight Usyk. Now call Usyk's name, motherfucker. Now call Usyk's name. Call Usyk's name now on my channel, and I'll beat the fuck out of you. I'll come over there and beat the fuck out of you. Need to come across the pond. Now you tell me that Canelo Alvarez can fucking fight Usyk. Do you remember that? You remember all these motherfuckers, how they were fucking screaming and shouting and saying, yo, bro, rap star. Yeah, man, we want Usyk, bro. We want Usyk, bro. Fucking shit yourself after Bivol beat him up, innit? Shit came out, didn't it? Your shit came out after fucking Bivol fucking outboxed Canelo and made all his face red and everything, didn't it? You cunts. Eh? Let's be honest, bruv. We get hyped up. We're getting hyped up on the moments. And now Terence Crawford's time. Now Terence Crawford is like that guy now. He's the god. He's walking like a god of water. He's walking like a Don Corleone now. First it was Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, man. Canelo Alvarez can go up and fight Usyk. We won that fight. Eddie Renato don't even want to talk about Usyk anymore. Shit came out. And now you got Crawford's people. Yeah, man. We got Crawford can go up there and he can challenge at 168. He can beat the champions at 168. Man, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bro. Stop getting too hyped up over here. Even Keith Thurman is still waiting. Oh, shit. I'm just saying, bro. Now Terence Crawford is the god. He's the ultimate god of boxing. Do we agree on that, though? Do we agree that Terence Crawford now is like the walking god for the American boxing? After one good fight, as in beating up one elite guy, after him beating up one elite guy, he is the god, yeah? He's the god now, yeah? Fucking get a life. Get a life. Motherfuckers telling me that he's gonna go up and beat up everybody.
Manchester United.
Move. 1, 2. That's it. That's it. That's it. With your arms now. That's it. That's it. Move. 1, 2.
But you know what it is, yeah? We're all like that, bro. When a fighter does great, we get very passionate. When a fighter comes, beat somebody like this, everybody starts to act like a casual. And you motherfuckers are acting like casuals now for Crawford. The same way you acted like bitches for Canelo. Oh, Canelo can go to heavyweight. And now Crawford can go to 168. Man, shut the fuck up, bro. You guys are seen getting hyped up on the hype train. We need to relax. Because next guy's going to tell you before he even talks about Canelo, he got Keith Thurman problems. Am I right, Tip?
Yes, sir.
What is all these fans, Tip? They're saying now they're treating Crawford like a god.
It's because he beat their god. That's what it was.
Good point. That's a good point.
He beat their Poseidon, their Thor. He took their
So let's
god
make
down.
facts. What you're saying is the reason why people are so hyped now on Crawford is because they had Errol Spence as a god.
Well, they held ERROL SPENCE so high. You got to remember. Thurman was out. They threw him under the bus. Errol was active. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao was active. Pacquiao lost to Ugas. You know what I'm saying? Errol was at the top of the food chain at that point. Hey, man. So, I mean, they always held Errol in high recognition. So it just is what it was.
So why is Terence Crawford now the god of American? Like, he's like, I understand that. Look, he got to get his recognition. Crawford deserves his recognition. Crawford deserves to be in all the cameras. Crawford deserves to be in everywhere. But now these people are all hyped up so much that they think he can go and do anything.
They're delusional. I don't even think Crawford wants to go up. Honestly, don't. I mean, the guy said, listen, it's like I said before. This is a guy that said he'll fight Jerron Boots Ennis, and then once he beat ERROL Spence, it's, I don't want to fight Boots Ennis. I want the big money fight.
I mean, but you guys have to understand this, though. He got problems even in his own weight class, even at 154. Him going at 168 straight away, 3 weight classes. Him saying to Joe Rogan, yeah, man, that's what we need to do then, if that's what we got to do. Man, I think everybody's gone on the hype train so much like we did with Canelo. Canelo can fight Usyk. Now that's calmed down. I think we get into a fantasy world sometimes.
Well, I mean, it's very much realistic. He can go up and do it.
I'm not saying he can't. But going up 3 weight classes to face Canelo, I think you got to remember.
It's ludicrous.
It's not. When Teofimo said that he wanted to come up and fight winner of Crawford and Errol Spence, they laughed at Teofimo.
Yeah.
one weight class up. But Carl, what do you think about that, Carl? Because even Tim Zoo would give Terence Crawford, it's a different kind of power, a different kind of height. There's weight classes for a reason. You can't just keep jumping up and up and up and expect to go through people.
You
The
know
guy
what it
had
is,
one
Rap?
good fight. He's only had one good fight, Carl. He's only beaten Errol Spence for
You know
me.
what it is, Rap? Some of these motherfuckers need a hero. And then enter Terrence Bud Crawford. You know that song, I Need a Hero. I'm holding on for the hero to the end of the night. That's what these motherfuckers need. They need a fucking hero, bro. Enter fucking Bud Crawford. Plain and simple, bro. Plain and simple. All of a sudden, he'll beat fucking Tyson Fury.
Yeah, but do
Just,
you think everybody gets really hyped in the moment, like we did with Canelo Alvarez when he became undisputed? The Canelo fans, when they were fighting Bivol, they were coming on my channel. Oh, we will fight Usyk. We can fight Usyk. Now they're fucking shitting themselves, aren't they?
Rap, there's definitely weight classes for a reason, bro. And even this Charlo Canelo fight, we're going to be saying that.
Mm. So it's just a matter of. But look, Crawford wants to do it, Cole. He
Yeah, well,
wants to go up.
he's probably cashing out, man. He's probably cashing out. Good on him. Fucking good on him. He's 36. He hasn't got many years left in boxing. He said it himself. He's got 1 or 2 fights left. So, yeah, good on him. All the more power to him. But there are definitely weight classes for a reason, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, definitely are weight classes for a reason. Hey, look, man, all good to him. But I do think that Crawford has really took the like the whole boxing American media. I respect that he deserves to be where he is, but going everywhere saying that he can go 168 and fight Canelo and beat Canelo, I think some people have really been boosting his ego up. That's all. And and look, he did beat up Errol Spence. To be fair, pretty bad. And Errol Spence was very regarded, really, really highly by a lot of people. And I think now that the way he beat him, yeah, that one fight has certified him as God of boxing. One fight has really given him, you know what I mean, the big, like he's the big, he does everything. And look, I give it to him. He did what he had to do. But it's one elite guy that he's beaten in my eyes. But hey, it is what it is. And yo, respect to Crawford. He's doing what he got to do. But what do you think Jamel Charlo's chances are, Cole, against Canelo?
I think it's like a snowball's chance in fucking hell of surviving. I think he's going to get the shit beaten out of him. And I can't fucking wait.
Wow.
I mean, Canelo's a certified 168 pounder. Let's make no mistake about it. And, I mean, fucking Charlo's going to realise, he too's going to realise there's fucking weight. He could be bigger than him. Yeah. Whatever you want to say about the size of fucking Charlo. Yeah, whatever. But has he ever been punched in the guts by a natural 168 pounder? Not in sparring, in a professional fight.
Well, Canelo's not a natural 68 pounder.
Well, he's fucking kind of sitting there pretty well.
Though. I want to give a big shout out to some people, yeah? Punch Drunk Boxing in the motherfucking house. Hit the link, Punch. Hakeem Loco. Respect to the new guy, Hakeem Loco. Where you from, bro? Stephen 4722. Peter, you cunt. What's going on? Hit the link, mate. MAW. Isaac, what's happening, bruv? Now, I want to say this. After seeing Hakeem's name, I remember one of my regular subscribers. He used to come here every fucking day. Every time I was live, he would come on live. There's 2 subscribers that I'm not having a good saying about them, that I'm feeling like where they gone, because that's not like them. One of the guys' name is Halim Boston. Who remembers Halim?
Yeah, I know Halim.
He used to come all the time. Has anybody seen him?
I can't say I have.
Right. There's another guy. His name's Kay Savoy. He used to come all the time, but I never heard from him again. And he used to email me. And all of a sudden, I've not heard from Halim for a long time, and I ain't seen K Savoy for longer. So I hope both of those guys are good, mate. Because I don't know what's happened to, sometimes, right, you lose subscribers on the way, but then you realize some of them ain't even here anymore because it's happened before to me. So I was just thinking about those guys just there for a second. Want to give a shout out to Halim and for K Savoy, mate. But yeah, even MAW says I haven't seen them in the longest. Yeah, and they used to come all the time, didn't they, MAW? All the fucking time. Mad. But yo, I hope they're all right anyway. So look, going forward, you think Canelo's a strong favourite against Charlo? Strong favourite.
100%.
What'd you say about that, Tip Bayless?
Canelo's a strong favorite against Charlo.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Now I want to speak to Florida's finest, right? D Calico. How you doing, D?
What's going on, brothers?
Peace to the gods, man.
Show peace to God.
Now watch this, D. Have you heard what I've been speaking about? How the fans for the last few weeks, everybody's got a bit hyped up. Terence Crawford has one big win, D. One big win against the elite. Just one guy, right? Now you motherfuckers, I'm not saying
we don't know, and we don't even know if it was a fluke.
Yeah, and let me remember this. The American people and the American channels now are now talking about Terence Crawford like he's the god. Now they're saying, oh, he can fight Canelo Alvarez. What the fuck is going on, D? What's all this hype?
Man, they're drinking the Kool-Aid, man. That's what we call it. We call it drinking the Kool-Aid. Like, even he drank the Kool-Aid. After that goddamn parade they did in his little hometown, all of a sudden the next day, you know what? I'll go to 168 and fight Canelo. Because, he was 170 when he rehydrated against Spence. So, he walks around 165 and 168, 170. He walks around that big. But the guys that he's going to fight walk around 190. You know what I mean? Guys that really walk around a lot more than 170. And then Canelo's going to blow up after the weigh-in. He's going to be bigger. Like, that's his maximum. His maximum, Crawford, is 170. And then it's not his in shape weight. So he's not gonna be in shape with that kind of weight. It's gonna be hell to pay trying to fight a guy like Canelo who you can't even hurt. You're not even gonna be able to hurt Canelo. So
people getting really, really hyped up in America after Crawford. See, the truth is, let's make the truth let's get to the detailed points why Crawford is now the American god all of a sudden. Is because everybody had Errol Spence so highly up there.
Yep.
See, Errol Spence is the one guy, the one man that's given Terence Crawford all his biggest fucking attributes, and that's what's made him. So that one guy means that he can go face Canelo. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bro. Canelo will break Crawford's face.
Yeah. It'll be ugly.
You motherfuckers are casuals. People are acting like Crawford is the god now. Man, David Benavidez will handicap Crawford. David Benavidez will send Crawford to a fucking hospital for sure.
Facts. And you know what? I agree with Calico, man. Somebody put some shit in Bud's Kool-Aid or something, because first he was talking about, oh, it's got to be a catch weight. Now he believes it so much himself that he's like, nah, I don't need a catch weight. I could go all the way up to 168.
But the problem is, boxing scientists, my own subscribers, half of them are telling me, nah, he can do it, we can do it. We get hyped up after one good win.
Man, nobody
the fans Canelo. Are getting hyped up, bro.
Like, it's only one way to truly beat Canelo. You got to be oversized. You got to be which means you got to be bigger than him, and you got to have a high punch output where you just more busy than he is. That's what Bibble did. He was bigger, and he stayed busy. He was punching the whole fucking fight. Like that's neither one of those are what Terrence Crawford does best. He's never the bigger guy, and his punch output is so low. That's not going to be enough to whoop Canelo. It's too low of a punch output.
They're both counter punchers, so Canelo's a counter puncher with more power. So
I think Canelo would change
Hey,
his
bro,
style.
you
Like
know what, TBS? Let me tell you this. Even Virgil Ortiz is strong guy at 154.
yeah.
And let me tell you this. That Tim Tszyu guy, you motherfuckers are underrating him. He's a
he's tough.
beast. Tim Tszyu is a motherfucking beast. I believe Tim Tszyu catch Crawford, bro, it could be trouble. It just because you got to remember there's power, there's weight class, there's size, there's a reason why
See,
they're that
Crawford got more
bigger.
skills though. That's the only thing about it.
Crawford's
That's why
skills is
it's
Crawford's
green.
got the skills. I'm not gonna deny it. But skills are limited for every fighter when they keep going up in weight. You hit a wall.
Yeah, Roy Jones showed us. Roy Jones had the best skill set we ever saw, and going up to heavyweight ruined him. You know what I mean? It ruined him.
But I ain't gonna lie, if we talk about somebody like Crawford who wants to do crazy, Roy Jones showed us some crazy shit, but then he ruined him, right? But if we really want to talk about crazy people out there, it is people like Roy Jones, what they did. It is people like Manny Pacquiao, how they went up and beat up and stopped Oscar De La Hoya, small, tiny Manny Pacquiao's. It is people being out there and done some fucking great shit. We've seen it in our eyes. This motherfucker went and did that. What the fuck? But Crawford, I don't deny him. He is the baddest man right now in America. But going up 3 weight classes and to say I'm gonna beat Canelo, yo, come on, bro. You can't tell me that everybody's saying that he beats up Canelo, bro. What do you think will happen in that fight, TBS? Canelo versus Crawford.
Oh man, they gotta have a stretcher and an ambulance on standby for Crawford, man. Like seriously, it could be career ending, maybe even life ending.
Do you know what I think it is, though? I'm going to tell you why this is going on like this. Why Crawford has become God of boxing. But before I do, I want to give a big shout out to MAW. Big up to MAW. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Fight for the live. Smash the like button, folks. And what do you say? Buy a what? Super chat. You pricks. Now watch this. Yeah, now watch this. Big up to MAW, my brethren. I gotta say this, bro, and I'm gonna be real about it. All right, I'm just not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna deny it. I had Errol Spence as one of the baddest motherfuckers, and why Crawford has become this god is because the way that he beat Errol Spence, is what's given him the status, and I ain't gonna deny it. That's what's done it for him. The way that he beat up Errol Spence. Yo, D Calico, let's keep it real. You're the only one who thinks you don't give him the full credit because you think you know what you see. And you've seen Errol Spence for many years and you saw many flaws with Spence. So you're not giving, you basically not all with this at the moment. Right? You said that you give Crawford his credit, but you also are a little bit skeptical. You feel like, what was you saying the other day? What?
Yeah, I'm a little skeptical.
Skeptical, right? Yeah. I don't know why you're skeptical because he deserves to be where he is. Crawford deserves it. But I just think we had Errol Spence as one of the top guys, and he was like one of the gods himself. You know what I mean? Of boxing gods.
Yeah, he was a boogeyman, and the boogeyman got beat up. Yeah, boogeyman got beat up, so everybody is scared.
Boogeyman got beat up. That's exactly the truth.
Yeah, like Devo.
Yo,
it's
Punch.
Like Devo.
That's exactly what's happened, Punch. We had Errol Spence on the clouds, bro.
I mean, I never had Errol Spence like that, but looking at how people are talking about Crawford now, he's the second coming of Jesus Christ. He's Black Jesus. I guess he now can compete with Canelo Alvarez at 168, and now there's people saying that he beats Canelo Alvarez at 168. They're not even saying the catch weight. I guess all you had to do was just beat up Errol Spence from pillar to post. I guess Errol Spence was the standard of boxing. To make you compare him to Floyd Mayweather, Leonard, Sugar Ray Leonard that beat Duran, made Duran quit, beat Hagler, beat Hearns, beat all these guys, but nah, but just has to beat Errol Spence, and he could do the most incredible stuff. All right, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, boxing people are also with him. They believe he can do anything. But isn't that the same that we ended up doing? And I'm going to say we because people, not me with Canelo, but we end up becoming casuals as fans overall. When Canelo was saying and Eddie Reynoso, when they became undisputed and beat Kalen Plant the way they did, and then they went up against Bivol, and everybody was saying, oh, Eddie Reynoso says, yeah, we'll fight Uzi. Same thing we did with Canelo. We got into the moment. People, not me, but when I say we, I mean all these fans, that they get into the fucking hype train that, yeah, Canelo said this, bro, we can do it. You know they came on my channel. Now anybody don't even talk about Usyk. They don't ever want to talk about Usyk anymore, bro. So the same thing happened with Canelo. We thought he was untouchable when he was going through people, knocking them out. Became undisputed in 11 months. And then motherfucker said that he can fight Usyk when he was going against Bivol. Same thing. What do you think about that?
I just think the hype got to his fucking head, to Bud's head, bro. And you know, it's like what Punch and you were saying, Rap. Like, who the fuck made Spence the standard? Like, who decided, like, you know, if you beat Spence, you can beat anybody? Like, what the fuck is that about?
I mean, I had Spence very highly up there, but to be fair, Bud Crawford has got the imagination of a lot of fans now.
Yeah, but you have Bud Crawford. People have Bud Crawford. I mean Earl Spence as a guy that's going to give Bud Crawford some work. That's going to be a competitive fight. Nobody saw Earl Spence the Goliath and Bud Crawford the David. Like, oh my God, if he beats. Remember who was the favorite to win the fight? Who was the favorite? But so it's not like he did something that the bookies didn't even think that he could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're acting like he came up from the lightweight right away and went to fight Earl Spence and then did the impossible. Everybody thought that he was going to win. I'm sorry, many people thought he was going to win. Not in the form of the way he was going to win, but even the bookies thought that he was going to win. He was the favorite to win. He was not the underdog.
That's all it is. It's the performance.
Yeah, but even with the performance, that's like, yeah, you saw the performance with Inoue and Stephen Fulton. Hey, I mean, Inoue and Shakur Stevenson. Let him move 3 divisions up, and then Shakur Stevenson and Inoue. We're going to say that now?
See, I think what's happened over the time, though, Punch, is just that the way he stopped Spence here isn't giving him all the credibility with everybody else that he would have done that to everybody else. They don't even now understand that when Thurman told them that I got footwork, he ain't never touching my face. They don't give Thurman the opportunity now because they think Errol Spence lost. Thurman would lose easy too, right? Now they think others would lose like that. But you saw Sean Porter, he was in the fight for 7-8 rounds, wasn't he? Right? We've seen fighters that have been able to make the fight close with Terence Crawford, but this time Crawford came out shining against the guy who was the Armageddon for the American guys. So now they got Crawford as the god. It kind of works that way, right? It's living the moment. You got to appreciate that. That's living the moment, though, isn't it? Crawford has given them the energy to live that, to say, yeah, man, we can do it all now.
It's the fans' fault.
People like you picked Spence to win that fight, so that's gonna make Crawford's victory look even better.
We just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bud was favored to win, though.
It don't make it 10
By
times better.
Vegas, by the
Why
fans,
does it make
it
it
was
10 times
Errol
better?
Spence.
Like they had like this the greatest
Derek,
victory in
didn't you pick
history.
Floyd to be? You know what?
It's not the greatest victory in history, but
It's
look,
not
bro,
the
you
greatest.
got the way he did it was very impressive. Like you've never seen
No, it wasn't.
Canelo
No, it
dominate
wasn't.
another great
He was
fighter like
not
that.
very impressive. Goddamn, Spence was very
You
disappointing.
are a Spence fan, so we know you
Spence,
salty.
Spence was very disappointing.
It
What are
was
you
I mean,
talking
very.
about?
but
It
to
was
be
Yeah,
fair
because
very
he was
though,
fighting
impressive.
Crawford.
It was
but to
No,
be
very.
fair
no,
though,
No,
let me
not
let
at
me
that
let
does
me
all.
go
not
detail
Yeah,
it
correlate.
He was
for
that's
you.
damn
exactly what
good.
happened.
He
Spence
ain't
was
fight no
Spence
damn
was
That does
damn
King
not
good.
correlate.
Kong, man.
There's very
Matter of fact,
impressive. That does
three of the
not
people.
call Bud
If
Crawford
if he
fighting
is everything we
Canelo.
saw that night, then he gonna beat Canelo ass. How about that?
Look, hey, three of the people on this panel right now picked Spence to win that fight, and guess who's the
And
one
they did it for
crying and
good
complaining?
reason.
Yeah, but
They did
half
it
of
for
this
good
panel
reason.
picked Ryan Garcia to beat Tank.
They did
Remember?
it for good reason.
Remember that, Dirk?
What?
A lot of people picked Ryan Garcia to beat Tank.
He
That's
don't care.
because they hate
That's
Tank.
him.
I don't think that was because they actually thought Ryan
A
could
lot of
win.
people picked.
We got you on record
Some
doing it
people
too.
picked Loma
You
to
know,
beat
in the great
Tank.
words of
Remember?
Roger Mayweather,
I would never pick Ryan Garcia to beat Tank.
a
Are you
lot of
serious?
people.
The issue is not picking Bud Spence or Bud picking whoever picks who will beat who. The issue is just because Bud beat Earl Spence, that doesn't mean he beats Canelo Alvarez and moved 3 divisions up. And people talking about it like, oh
Look,
yeah,
I
and
agree
he
with
could
that.
win.
I agree with that. The
Cut
people.
off, man.
Whose mic is that?
Who is that? Okay. Anyways, yeah, I agree. People going over the top with the Bud shit after he beat Earl. They're saying he could beat Floyd now. He's the greatest of all time.
Too
He could
much.
do this. He could. Yeah, I agree that they are going too far. But I will say this: if they were at the same weight class, I think Bud stylistically would give Canelo a lot of problems. He's got the type of style that gives Canelo problems.
Yeah, but
He's a
you gotta
boxer, bro.
remember
Man,
Fuck
this
the
though.
Bud's a
fantasy
bitch.
shit.
Yeah, but
Bud's a
remember
bitch.
this though. I'm gonna say this though right now. In history, yeah, when you've been the man of that division, you can beat everybody, and everybody knows you can beat everybody. Am I right or
Right.
wrong?
Look,
Yeah.
Yeah.
look.
Right now, we know one thing that even at 147, we got Boots there that you say yourself that gives Bud Crawford problems. You say
Yep.
yourself, yeah?
Yep.
We've
Sure
got
do.
fighters, we got fighters that you don't believe, that Punch or Tip Bayless believe, that even Furman will give problems in some rounds to prove to you that he will give
Hell
him
no.
problems.
Not that man.
Okay. But we know there's fighters even in that division, right?
I think that, but
That can give him a bit of problems.
I
Man,
think
they on that
I,
Bud, man.
I
They been
think that's
smoking
part of
too
the
much
problem
Bud.
too. I think that's part. I think that's part of the problem too. That is the reason why there's people saying Bud and Crawford. The people that felt like Thurman and Crawford is not a good fight, that's a problem too.
Yeah, it's dumb. They dumb.
That's a problem.
Who
Yeah, like
started this shit though?
Look,
man,
they the reason.
man,
They
y'all,
the reason
People
we
don't
didn't
want to
get.
hey,
fight
y'all,
people in
y'all
their own
act like
Those
division.
Crawford
same
gonna be
people are the
untouched.
reason we didn't get Earl versus Thurman.
Man, these
See,
people act
look,
like he gonna have a flawless victory, man. Just because
well,
he beat the shit out of
who
Spence.
who
He ain't
started
even
this
really beat
shit?
the shit out of him.
No,
Spence
hold up,
didn't do
time out.
nothing.
Who started this shit? Instead of fighting people in your own division, who started this new trend of going up 2 or 1 weight class to fight people not in your weight class? Who started
Yeah,
that trend?
Canelo. You know Canelo.
Okay, so let's start there. That motherfucker started it.
That's a good
What are you
thing.
talking about
Going
started
up
it?
is good.
What are we
Going
talking
up is
about
good.
who
So
That
started it?
Canelo
like
Moving
Canelo
up
went
weight
up two
classes
weight
always.
classes.
That's great.
Canelo
He's
showed the
not only
blueprint.
moving up, he's taking
Canelo
people out of
showed
their
the
own weight
blueprint that
class.
Canelo's shown a blueprint that he's willing to go two weight classes and challenge anyone.
Nah, Canelo ain't no blueprint.
Nah, he's pulling
Manny
He the
people up from two
blueprint.
weight
He
Pacquiao,
the
classes
Floyd
below.
blueprint.
Don't forget
Patterson.
that part.
This has been boxing
No, but we're talking about
forever.
right now. Right now, Canelo has
Yeah, we
shown
talking about with
some people the
success.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's doing it with
he the
Charlo right
face.
So
now, pulling the
now,
He the
nigga
if
from two
face of
weight
somebody wants
boxing.
classes.
to do
And
3 weight classes, why
yeah,
is it such a big thing, Dirk saying?
No,
And
but
by the
nobody
way, the
done three
reason why people
weights.
are saying this is because Crawford right now is the best fighter of his generation,
What are we
and he's from the
talking about?
same.
Nobody done
that's
three
oh,
just
weights.
hey,
what?
hey, that's
Canelo
just
Yes, he
Alvarez,
is
How is Crawford the best fighter in
Canelo
his
Alvarez,
generation?
2-time
Canelo
undisputed,
Alvarez
no
went.
only man to do that.
Canelo Alvarez tested 168 when he fought Rocky Field and came back down 160. He tested. It's not like he just jumped off 3 weight classes or 2 weight classes up like that. He tested these limits.
Hey,
I agree. But if
it's like
anybody can
Tom
do it, it's
Brady.
Bud Crawford.
Hey,
He's a
what's this?
special
It's like
fighter.
Tom Brady.
One second.
Hey,
Dirk
hey,
said
Tom Brady got
Crawford
all
the
those
best fighter in
rings.
his generation. The only fighter he fought in his generation was probably fucking Postal.
No,
Exactly.
that's not true.
Hey,
Earl was part of this generation too.
That's really his best win.
What we asking Bud
Stop it.
Crawford to do
Look.
is the equivalent of asking Manny Pacquiao after the Margarita to go fight Andre Ward.
No, it's not that much of a
Is that a good
difference.
fight?
Even though Canelo is a bigger man, he's thicker than Crawford. He's not like
I
he
mean,
doesn't. It cooks him
Crawford
in
said that
everything.
he
So
might be
comes
bigger
out.
than me. Crawford said he might be bigger than me, but he ain't taller than me.
No, they're the same height.
All right, so Navarrete versus Boots.
Yeah, that would be an ass whooping. But it's different because, in my opinion, Crawford is more skilled than Canelo, even though Canelo is a bigger man. So that's why he would have a chance. Even though I would pick Canelo to win, but he would have a chance because he's got more skills. Navarrete and Boots is a mismatch all over the board. Skills, size, everything. So it's not the same thing.
We could argue that Navarrete is proven.
That's cool.
Way more
Boots.
proven.
We know why Boots is not proven. So
Why
go
isn't
ahead. You
Boots
can have that one.
Why isn't Boots
That would
proven?
look like Villa, but
What I'm saying is that's not even supposed to be a subject of talk.
Okay, so let's talk about this then, Dirk. When Josh Taylor and Terence Crawford were in talks, they were wanting to fight each other. The way that Teofimo beat up Josh Taylor, yeah? Teo said on the channel, he said he don't mind. He'll fight the winner of Spence and Crawford. That's more logical. What?
No, I mean, okay, that's a decent
They called
fight.
him crazy. They called him nuts.
They were laughing at Teofimo.
They were, but like right now, would you want to see a Crawford?
Well, Teofimo proved when the skills are higher, he got a different
realistic than
IQ.
a fucking Bud Crawford and Canelo. That's more realistic than Bud Crawford and Canelo. Teo was just
Isn't that more realistic though?
up.
But isn't that more realistic? That
Is it more
Teofimo
realistic
fights
if
Bud Crawford or Spence than fucking one of them going straight up to fight Canelo?
What makes you think that Crawford wants to move up because he necessarily thinks he can beat Canelo? Maybe he just wants the bag. Did you ever think about that?
No, because Crawford said he wants to go up and be an undisputed.
Yeah,
That's his
I'm just
whole
kidding.
thing.
I'm just kidding. I know. I think it's both. It's both reasons, and I don't blame him. Even though I'd rather him fight Boots, I'd rather him fight even Tim's. No, I'd rather see him fight Canelo.
I think all this shit he talking is him running away from Boots. I think he's running from Boots.
And Boots, man. He don't want.
He running.
This dude.
Facts.
No, I don't understand that though. I don't like that talk. I don't like that talk where him and Errol Spence are saying where he's doing the same thing now, saying, well, Furman never gave me a chance. Why should I give him a chance? But motherfucker, you can earn 15, 20 million. So why is he not talking about the money that he can earn with Furman then? Why is he?
I don't know if you noticed.
Because you know and I know that he can earn multi-millions just with that quick money.
Which one?
With Furman.
Yeah, there's money.
But how much more can he
money.
make with Canelo?
But Canelo's, again, not going to fight him right now when he's got the 3-fight deal. So we're talking logically, even if he waits for the 3-fight deal and then fight Canelo, he got money to make with these guys, Thurman. He got money to make with other guys.
Facts.
Thurman fight might happen. Thurman fight is more realistic than Boots.
You know what I think it is?
That he could have got.
That's the least
He could have got the
realistic.
same bag. He could have got similar bag with Earl Spence, and he still chose to get the bag with Dave Avenue.
You know what I think it is?
Stop it, Punch. You don't believe that shit. You think he would have made the same money fighting Keith that he did with Spence? No, he wouldn't have, bro. Nobody cares about Keith no anymore, bro. Like, the man hasn't fought in 3 years.
Yeah, nobody cares about that Kardashian guy either.
Bud Crawford getting the bag. We're talking about Bud Crawford getting the bag. He could get the bag with Thurman.
Okay, let me get this right. Did you just say? Did you just say he would have got the same money fighting Keith that he would dispense?
No, I said he was going to get the same similar bag with Earl Spence before the fight, but Bud Crawford went to get the bag with Dave Avenesian. The same thing, yeah. If he wants the bag with Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo Alvarez ain't going to fight him now, go get the bag with Keith Thurman.
You know what would make Bud want to fight Keith Thurman? Go out there and beat Booth, and then the fans are going to
That
demand for
doesn't
that
even
fight.
make sense, bro. Like, what
Yes,
you
Man,
it
the
mean?
fans
does.
should be
That
Yes,
don't
demanding.
it
make
The
no
thing
does.
That
that
does
sense. That
not
don't
make
make no
the
sense,
sense.
problem
bro.
is
If
If
you
you
even
beat
ask
Booth, the
Terrence
fans are gonna
Crawford,
ask for you to fight
bro,
for
if you
Bud to
ask
fight
Terrence
you.
Crawford that
the
question, if you even ask Terrence Crawford that question, Dirk, he will laugh at you. He
people
would
No,
say
it wouldn't.
Furman. He would say Furman is way different to any Boots. I don't need him to fight no Boots to
If
fight
people are
him.
Thurman
giving Bud
beats
Crawford a
Boots,
That's
pass,
cap.
yo.
That's
That's a
cap.
pass.
no, let me
He
finish.
only
Let me finish.
pushed
Let me
Man,
finish.
Boots.
Dirk, you don't even
If
make sense.
Thurman beats the
If
so-called boogeyman of the division that nobody wants to fight allegedly, then everybody's gonna say, "Hey, you know what? All of a
He
sudden,
only
this
beat
Keith
one
Thurman
guy. What
Bud
is this?
fight
He
looks
ain't no
is
Canelo,
hot."
man. He ain't put in
No,
that
okay,
work
hear me out.
fighting top guys. Bud
No,
Crawford
no,
ain't
hear me
putting.
out, Punch.
Hey, yo, Bud
Punch.
Crawford ain't putting that type of work fighting top elite guys.
Punch. Why are people asking for Booth to fight Bud all of a sudden? Let me tell you why. Because Booth's name is hot. Why is it hot? Because he's getting knockouts and he's fighting people and he's active.
But who is he
Meanwhile,
beating and who
why
is
is
he
Keith
active?
Thurman's name's not being mentioned in Bud
Because they
fights?
haters.
Because he
That's
doesn't
why.
fight,
They
motherfucker.
haters.
So if he beats Boots, he's gonna get all that buzz, and then now people are gonna be asking him to fight Crawford.
They haters, bro.
damn,
That's
that's
hating.
crazy because
You can't
oh,
sit on
talking
the
about
sidelines and just get.
that's wild. That's wild, right?
That's the
Shit.
truth. That's how this boxing shit works. You got to get your name buzzing again. You can't just sit on the sidelines and expect people to ask for you to fight Bud Crawford. For what?
Man,
You haven't earned
please,
it.
man. Sugar Ray Leonard set his ass on the
A former
sideline for 3
two-time
years and
champion
came
ain't
back
You
earned
want to
it.
give
before
this
having
nigga a
a
handout and shit.
A former two-time champion ain't earned it compared to a dude that just won his first
Bro,
interim
that's what you
the
did in
fight
the
before
past.
last.
This is not
Compared to a
welfare. You're not
dude,
getting no handout.
no. You
Fuck
just said
that. You
something
got to
so
earn it.
stupid, and this is what I be
That's what
saying, bro.
but that's the
You just said a
point.
former
Boots gotta
two-time
earn it.
champ
That's
ain't
the
earn a
point.
fight
Boots
compared to a
has
dude
earned it.
who
He's
just
number
won
one
an
Boots
interim
mandatory.
hasn't
belt.
earned
A dude
shit.
who
Not
just won
He's
over
an
number
Thurman.
one
interim belt.
mandatory.
Not over Thurman. Not over
Okay,
What you
Thurman.
talking
fight
about?
him and then take
Not
it
over
from him.
Thurman.
Fight him and
Like,
take it from him.
you know what's so dumb, Dirt? You should be saying if you're saying some shit like that, you should be saying, okay, bud, go fight Stanionis. Because Stanionis deserving way more than Boots.
Speaking of Stanionis,
Stanionis done more than Boots.
That
word
too.
around the
Stanionis
street
done
is
more than Boots.
the word
Stanionis is
around the
taking
street
more
is
step ups
Stanionis
than
could be
Boots.
fighting Keith next.
What are you talking about?
Have you heard about that?
But that's the problem. Y'all giving Bud Crawford a pass. Y'all think that
How?
he's not supposed wait. Y'all think he's not supposed to fight Keith Thurman. So if it's not Charlo, because he's not supposed to fight nobody at 154. He's not supposed to fight nobody at 160. He just gotta go straight to Canelo Alvarez. That's how good Bud Crawford is. Only he beat Errol Spence. That's it. He gets the pass. Hell no, you still gotta fight fucking Keith Thurman for a legacy in welterweight. You ain't clear nothing out in the welterweight division. You could be undisputed all you want. Well, Canelo Alvarez still has to fight David Benavidez in 168.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, you got
Hey,
the
bro,
delusional. Keith
there's
Thurman is
money.
not
There's
the
money to be
safest
made.
guy.
There's money
Go ahead.
to. There's money there. There's money there for Bud Crawford, bro. At 147, there's money. There's money fights at 154. Why is he worrying about 168?
Bro, if Crawford old ass would have fought opponents like Spence done fought, or basically the same fighters that he's fought, there would be wear and tear on his old ass. But he's like a kid who's never really fought nobody. You know what I'm saying?
He fought your boy. What are you talking about? And what he do to him?
Bro, he never had, like, you're not listening, are you? Like Spence before Crawford has already got wear and tear from fighting wars. He's at wars in the ring.
He ain't been no wars. He's been drinking and
You're
getting car
crazy as hell, man. You a hater, bro. That's what it is. That's all
why
it
he
is.
got wear and tear. He been getting car accidents and drinking and driving.
Nah, it's everything in the world, bro.
That's not Bud Crawford's fault.
So we
So
be
everybody
on
he fought,
we be on
everybody he
panels.
fought got wear and tear.
We be
Nah,
on
Bud
panels
is like
talking
Roy
boxing.
Jones. He never been in a competitive fight
We
because
be
he's
on
that good.
panels all fucking day talking boxing, and the criticism of Bud Crawford
That
before the
damn good.
Earl
He ain't
Spence
shit
fight.
like Roy Jones.
The
This man don't even
criticism.
got no offense, man.
All right. So talk about.
He don't even got no offense.
Let's do this, right?
Bud ain't got no offense. Ask Earl Spence face if he ain't got no offense.
Let's do this, Dirk. Let's go over Bud's resume, right? At the point in time he fought his opponents, and let's see why Bud ain't got no wear and tear and why he ain't never had a close fight.
Well, part of the reason is the motherfuckers didn't want to fight him.
The caliber of opponent that Bud faced, and ask
Part
ourselves why
of that
Bud ain't
reason
had a
is
close fight.
motherfuckers didn't want to fight him.
Come on, bruh.
Did you forget that? Are we gonna forget like people wasn't ducking Bud early in his career?
Are we forgetting that Bud went and re-signed with Top Rank?
Man, you crazy.
I'm crazy. Did he not re-sign with Top Rank when he could have crossed the street and got to smoke with all the other welterweights?
That was a weird move, but Bud's
He's
one
a
of those
bit.
people. He's one of those people that believes in loyalty. I mean, look at his
Manny
lady.
Pacquiao
I'm
ain't
not
had no
even trying
problem
to
doing
disbutt.
it. Bob Arum
Man,
said
stop
Bob
that,
Arum
man.
said certain fights
Man,
was
I'm
they
just
got him
saying
by
he
the
is.
nasty.
He's
balls.
You
They
remember when
got
loyal
him
to
Bob
by the
you.
Arum was
balls,
saying?
bro.
You remember when Bob Arum was saying, "Yeah, I don't
His
know
damn
about Adrian
loyalty.
Broner
He a
versus Manny
coon.
Pacquiao. I don't know about Keith Thurman versus Manny Pacquiao." Yeah, when Pacquiao left Top Rank, these fights when it happened.
Yeah, bro. I know Spence fans mad as hell. Y'all don't even know what to do. Y'all don't know where to go. Y'all don't know if y'all want your man to
I know
retire.
Spence haters juiced up. Hey,
You,
all you
you,
Spence haters
you,
juiced the fuck up right now.
y'all down so bad that
You,
y'all don't even
bro,
want to.
bro.
Y'all don't even
Every
talk
fighter
about a
you hear
rematch.
me
Y'all talk
talk
about,
about,
well,
I'm
he
a
ain't gonna
fan of
fight
them, bro.
Boots.
Bro,
That's how down bad y'all are right now.
Spence' most logical decision is to go and
And
take
if I
two
was a Keith
fights.
Thurman fan, I would vote my car because that motherfucker don't
bro.
give you but one fight every
Hey,
3 years.
That's
hey, you
cool.
be trying to talk people out of being fans, bro. Every fighter we talk about, we fans of. I don't know what the hell wrong with you.
No, that's not true.
You a hater, bro. Like
I'm
we
not a
fans.
hater. I'm telling
We
like it is,
fans.
bro.
We fans,
Earl
bro.
got fucked up. You thought otherwise, and look what happened.
You got to put an S on it. I'm a fan of many.
And then you out here saying that he's on the juice. Like you don't want to give him his credit. Like that. That's
You
some
know
hater shit.
goddamn well that man, he ain't the only one. I don't give a damn. Yeah, he on that juice.
Is Earl
Duh.
on the juice?
Arrow
Because
take
if
vital testing.
Earl needs some better juice, then if that's the case,
Arrow take vital testing.
Earl needs some new juice.
You have to call him the mask if he passing all them
So
tests.
so so everybody is juicing except Earl. That's what you're saying.
I ain't know everybody is juicing.
You just said everybody's juicing.
No, I said boxing is dirty. What did you mean?
All right,
You
bro.
trying to
You got me.
yeah, you
I'm
trying
not
to act
even
like
going.
it's what is kosher.
Lisa said, "Hey, Bud went in and because I knew Spence was damaged goods."
Uh,
Yeah, he wanted it right after the car wreck. He a coward.
you been knew about the car wreck, and y'all still picked Earl to win. So
Duh. What you
like,
mean,
keep that
bro?
same fucking
Bro,
energy, bro. Like,
bro. Hey, bro. I'm picking goddamn Spence in a rematch. Duh. What are you talking about?
and then when he get his ass whooped again, you gonna be like, well, that nigga was juicing.
Nah, he can't take that rematch right away. I don't think.
You be out of your
Ain't
damn
nobody, man,
mind to
ain't
pick
nobody
Earl in
gonna
a
fight him by
rematch, bro.
January.
Nah,
Bud
why?
is
Hold on, hold
known
on.
is
Hey,
a
I'm going
hey,
master
in.
of
what we talking
making
about?
fucking
Bro,
adjustments.
you didn't know what the fuck you
He
was talking
gone.
about this time or last time. I don't hear that shit.
If Crawford not gonna fight Thurman and he gonna fight somebody else at 54, it's not stupid to take Earl in a rematch.
Thurman got a better chance beating Earl before he beat Bud.
Hey, Thurman gonna soften him
You
up.
are delusional, bro.
He
Thurman,
really
man,
do.
if he actually fight opponents, man, the man won't last long, man. It's gonna put a licking on him. I promise you.
Yeah,
No,
we'll
Spence
see.
got to retire, man. Spence got to retire.
Bud won't take no
Bro, you
fight where
can't
he
take an
gotta
ass
take
whooping
a
like that and
risk.
just come back in 6 months.
Bud won't take
Man,
no
stop
fight
that.
where he gotta take a risk
All
He
right.
looking good
take
right now.
advantage.
That bro looking good. Like you ain't seen no picture of Spence on that vacation with his wife, man.
Yeah,
That
he
man
ain't bruised up no more, but
hell
still,
no,
the
nigga, he ain't no
damage.
fucking Ugas. He ain't no
The
Pacquiao. This man
How you
back.
know he the same mentally? Like when people take a beating like
He
that,
is.
sometimes they don't come back the same.
No, that's you looking on the outside. That's you looking on the
Lisa
outside.
says,
All
Lisa
right.
says, Lisa
All right.
says, I seen Spence as damaged goods after the Danny fight, but nobody, she goes, nobody listens to me though.
Yeah,
She's
that
been
nigga.
saying that for a long time, but nobody listens to her.
Honestly, he didn't look right to me in that Danny Garcia fight, but then I saw the Ugas fight, and I was like, you know what? That doesn't look like prime Earl. So I don't know. It is what it is.
It was
Give.
deceptive. It was deceptive because in the Danny fight, he was protected by the ref. Like there was this time where Danny caught him with the uppercut, and the ref stepped in and said it was a headbutt, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" You know, and it gave him a chance to recover, and then Spence whooped his ass after that. But
Bro, if you
like,
wanted to, if you really wanted to, you could look at any fighter in history and you could pinpoint all their wins. You could say, well, when Canelo beat Caleb Plant looked like trash against Caleb Truax the fight previously. Hmm? if you could say when he beat Kovalev, Kovalev was coming off a weird performance against Yardy where he almost got knocked out, and it was like a 5 week camp or some shit like that, and rehydration clause. So if you really wanted to, you could pick and choose every win on all these fighters' opponents. They did it with Floyd, they did it with Canelo, and now you guys are doing it with Crawford.
Hey, Thurman ain't never fought in no catch weight.
Well, that's because Thurman never got big enough to do some shit like that because he don't fight. He
Natural
fight but once
welterweight.
every 3 years.
Natural welterweight.
He's never been the face of boxing
Bro, listen,
or
bro.
even a
Listen.
superstar.
Thurman ain't got to fight because the welterweight division ain't moved.
Notice if Thurman would have been active all these years and winning, he would be talking about fighting Canelo. But guess not, he's not.
Since Thurman been out, the welterweight division ain't moved. Like this is the most progress the welterweight division has had since Thurman been out.
Let me ask you something, Tip.
Am I lying?
No, hear me out. Hear me out. Why is Charlo?
Am I lying?
Why is hear me out. Hear me out. Why is Jermell
what has anybody
Charlo?
done in the welterweight division since Thurman been out?
Crawford just went undisputed.
Damn, it took him how long?
Because them niggas was ducking him, and you see why.
Long? Crawford moved.
This fight. The only reason this fight happened, and I want to give a shout out to Errol Spence. This fight only happened because of Errol Spence.
Man, come on, Tip. Thurman's been
18. Crawford moved into
the division. Thurman literally turned down a fight during the hiatus.
Moved into the division 2018.
What was it called? During COVID, so he's on an interview saying I turned down the fight because I didn't want. There was no crowd.
His first unification bout.
Like no excuses, bro.
Look, Crawford just had his first unification bout, which is something Thurman did in 2017.
I gotta give it to you, Tip. I don't know how you were a Keith Thurman fan because this dude keeps disappointing you.
I'm just saying, bro.
Like you a brave man. I'll give you that.
Saying, bro.
Crawford just a fanboy. It's all it is.
Are you happy watching your favorite fighter fight every 3 years? Are you happy? Does that make you feel good as a fan? You don't even know what his next move is.
Like, who did y'all want Keith to fight? What was out there for Keith? Like, honestly,
it's plenty of. He could fight Cody Crowley.
Even if
he could fight Stanionis.
Come on, bro.
He could fight Conor Benn. It's plenty of people that want to fight Keith Thurman.
He can still fight Stanionis and Conor Benn. So what are you
Okay,
saying?
what's up? What's the issue? What's the holdup?
It's better he fights him now than it was then. They had
no. You want him to skip the line and fight Bud? Like it's not gonna happen, bro. You gotta get some wins under your belt recently.
He gotta skip the line and fight Bud. I happily take Bud Crawford fighting Jerron Ennis. Go ahead, because there's still more options out there for Keith.
Well, he wants to wait on the sideline and wait for Bud to give him a handout. That's what he wants.
Yo, you know, it hurts. I'm telling you now, it hurts Boots Ennis more if he goes in there and he loses to Crawford. I'm gonna just tell you that.
No, it don't.
It does.
Because he's expected to lose that fight. He's expected to lose that fight. He'd be like an 80-20 underdog or some shit like that.
It hurts Jerron Ennis more if he goes in and loses to Terence Crawford.
It depends how he loses, by the way.
It doesn't matter how he loses.
Yeah, it does. If he go in there and give a hell of a fight and he beats up Bud and he still loses, that's not a L. That's a win-win.
Okay, bro. That man ain't Canelo, bro. If he loses, it's gonna impact him.
You don't know that.
All right, bro.
How do we know he can't clip Bud? We've seen Bud hurt before. We've seen him hurt like 3 times.
You ain't never seen Boots hurt before.
Yeah, maybe he got a hell of a chin. We don't know. Boots might have a Canelo type of chin.
Nah, he just hasn't been in there with stiff competition.
With somebody who know how to punch.
I mean, Villa, say what you want about Villa, but that guy can punch.
Come on, bro.
Yes, he can.
I want to see it. No, he's got to see Stanionis, bro. He's got to see Stanionis.
Villa is not a better fighter than Stanionis, but I bet you he hits harder than Stanionis. Yeah. So, and by the way, Stanionis is not a real test for Boots. I'm sorry. To beat Boots, you got to be a highly skilled fighter. And Stanionis is not that.
Right, because Boots is out here beating highly skilled fighters.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
you're gonna need a high IQ type of fighter to beat him, because
what's the dude from Canada? What's the dude from Canada? He beat highly skilled fighter.
Yeah, okay.
Roman Villa, highly skilled fighter. Right, you're right.
Yeah, well, I mean, if that's the case,
You're
bro,
right.
Boots ain't beat nobody, then it should be an easy fight for Keith Thurman, right? He should take
You're
it.
right, bro. You're right.
Keith Thurman should be dying to get in the ring with Boots. Expose him, right?
Why would he be dying to get into the ring with Boots?
Because
What
everybody's
like
saying you ducking
what
this
the fuck
kid, they
is
go in
Boots
there and
done?
expose him.
What is Boots done for Keith Thurman to say, yo, I'm dying to get in the ring with this little nigga?
See, this is how people duck, bro. They keep saying, well, what has he done? See, this no wonder he can't get fights because these fanboys out here say, well, he ain't fought nobody. Crawford fans say the
Hey,
same shit. Keith Thurman
so
fans say the same shit. How the fuck are you supposed to fight anybody if all the fans are saying the same damn thing?
hey, so if Boots beats Crawford, like you trying to tell me Thurman don't want no smoke? Like he ain't gonna call him out? Like Thurman gonna be like, oh, I don't want that kid, man. He just beat Crawford. I don't want none.
Apparently to Dirk, he won't.
He might.
Man,
He
you know
might.
damn
The
well
man already
he
said,
gonna be
bro.
the first one
See,
to
this
fight
is
him.
what Dirk don't get, because Dirk don't watch
I don't
interviews.
blame
See,
Crawford for not.
see, this is the thing. This is the thing with people. When Keith Thurman speaks, right? They don't listen to Keith Thurman. They just go
Here's the
with the
difference.
narratives. They go with the narratives that the media creates. They don't listen to what Keith Thurman says out his own mouth. They go with what people take from what Keith Thurman said and then twist. You know what I'm saying? You won't get that. Keith
Bud
Thurman
got
out
more
his
options
own
than
mouth.
Keith Thurman.
Keith Thurman out his own mouth, when talking to Brian Custer, said, yo, I'd fight Jerron Ennis if there was something enticing. Entice me. Give me something to make the fight happen, bro. If you can't afford to fight, motherfucker, go get a belt. Do something. Beat somebody. Beat somebody. Beat somebody
Why
in
can't you beat
notoriety.
that somebody?
Beat somebody in notoriety. He ain't beat nobody yet.
Yeah, but Bud already said he's not fighting Thurman, so what Thurman's got to do something.
Right.
He's got to do something.
At
Yo,
least
let
fight
George finish.
Stanionis or Cody Crowley, something. Goddamn it.
What's
He's
going on,
gonna
George?
stay on the shelf or what?
Yo, we got a new guy in the house. What's happening, George?
What's up? What's up? How
Where you
y'all
from?
doing?
Where you
This ain't
from,
no
bro?
damn George. This is Jet. I'm just kidding.
It's
Where you
Electro
from,
Jet.
George?
George is actually my name. It's Jorge.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
Oh,
Jet
sa-
also.
saludos, Electrojet. What up, man?
I thought you
Unc.
guys can-
Oh,
So
I
what's
know
Salute.
going
Unc is
on?
about
What's
to talk
going on,
crazy.
Geezer?
Unc
What?
Thinks that Boots is a hype job.
Boots. I'm not sitting here saying Boots is a hype job because he's not. He's a talented young guy. But I mean, if you look at it from Crawford's point of view, now Crawford is now in that position where he wants to go after a legacy
Funny.
fight, and
Yeah.
I understand that because look at he's at that age now where he wants to get all that legacy done now. He did all the hard fighting in the beginning of his career. He proved who he was, so I can understand him wanting to go, after more and more belts.
What
He
hard
wants
fights
to.
he have at the beginning of his career? What hard fights Crawford have?
No, I mean, as coming up as a fighter, he had good fights, and he started off like every other boxer did, going at the tomato cans. Then he graduated to gatekeepers, and then he started fighting top 10, top 5, and champions. So that's textbook for any really good boxer. There's no doubt that's textbook. What I'm saying now he's looking for legacy. I got no problem with that, but I also don't want to see like what's going on with Jamal Charlo, where you holding the belt fucking hostage.
So talking about if Crawford looking for legacy, why is he skipping over Thurman?
Why is he skipping over Thurman? All right, that's
Because
personal.
Charlo and Canelo's more legacy.
Well, no. Think about this.
Talking about how is Charlo legacy if
Hey,
Canelo?
yo. This guy's speaking though. I see
Let
you
me
always coming in now. Yo, what's your name, bro? Electro who?
Electro Jet. I've been on here like this is
Yeah,
gonna be my
Mr.
third time
Jed.
on here.
I want to ask you a question. I've seen somebody sent me some live, with Bitch and Brown or whatever channel you go to every day. And I've seen
I
them
hang out
talking
in like
about
about
me.
4 or
I've seen
5
them
channels.
talking about me. And they were saying to you, you shouldn't go to this channel. We don't like that guy. I've seen that happen. And you've been on that live. What do you think about that?
I go to Black and Brown's channel. I absolutely love Black and Brown. I love
Yeah.
Jedi. I love the Tavern. I like these guys, man.
Yeah.
It was on my. He's everywhere. Electrojet's
Yeah, but
everywhere.
why they talking bad and you're sitting there fucking agreeing like a fanboy? You don't even
Oh
know me.
damn!
You don't even know me, bro.
Wait, okay. You gotta explain, get into more detail. Agreeing
Like
like what?
I've seen you on
Right.
their channel, yeah, and they've been saying all these bad things about this channel, and I've seen you say, well, yeah, I don't fuck around with them channels and this that. I'm just saying, I got no beef with you. I respect you. You come here talk your boxing, but I've seen that. Have you seen that?
I
Have
got
you
nothing
seen? Okay,
bad to
be
say about
honest,
you.
but be honest. Have you seen them speak bad about me and you've
Yes.
been on the panel?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, how do you feel about that?
I really don't have much input because this is like this past few weeks is the first time I actually
No, but do you
not give
sound
you a
like a
shot.
two-face? Do you feel like a two-face to Black and Brown? Because
No, I
you know,
don't because I tell them
because
I go everywhere.
you said you love Bitch and Brown. You said you love them, right? So
I
if you
love
love
that
them,
channel.
don't you
We
think?
get
No, but
along.
don't you think they're the ones who said to you that not to come over here?
No one could tell me where to go. I'm my own person.
But you understand what I mean, innit? Because you've been on that channel all the time, and they told you not to come here. So I
That's
just want
not
to know.
that's not the only channel I go on, and I go on a number of different channels.
Mm.
And either I stop going to them because I don't like what I see going on, or I continue to go with them. But when I come here and I get on the panel, you guys are talking about boxing. I'm going to get up here and talk about boxing. I don't really want to talk about what it is that's coming up right now, because then that makes me uncomfortable because that puts me in a spot where I don't like being. I'd rather just talk about boxing so I could at least have a good conversation. That's all
And
this
I
is about.
respect that. So, is it fair to say that you came on this channel, regardless of what people told you, because you appreciate the boxing talk?
When I hear, listen, I came up here just now because I heard snippets of a conversation just now. Said, oh, I'd like to get my take in on this as well.
Yeah.
And that's what I do with all the channels. If it's something that I got something to say about, and if it's relevant and it's not about drama, I'm gonna come up and talk about it. As long as
I respect that. And look, I respect that. But as long as you know that we are hardcore boxing fans over here, and you
that's
know,
fine.
ultimately, no matter what anybody else says, you took a choice to come here, hit the link because you appreciate the boxing. So you must have respect for rap style boxing knowledge.
I have respect for boxing in general. It doesn't necessarily have to be you. It doesn't have to be H Money. It doesn't have to be Jedi. It doesn't have to be Black and Brown. If we're talking about boxing, we're talking about boxing. I just won't you can't pick stupid. I won't go up there and talk with someone that's a fucking idiot about boxing.
Yeah, so all I'm
I don't
saying,
sit up
Electro,
and talk with fanboys.
all I'm
I
saying is
really don't
Electro.
like I don't like discussing anything with fanboys because no matter what you say, they get up all in their feelings about shit and you can't have an intelligent conversation with them.
Hey, it's all love, mate. All I'm saying, Electro Jed, next time anybody calls my name, just say, yo, man, I spoke some good boxing over there. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I see a lot of people saying this about you and this about you, but you seem like a very fair guy. You seem like you like to talk boxing. You don't seem like a troll to me. So, hey,
I've
respect to
already
you.
told people I've came over here and I talked boxing with you guys.
And
I've
didn't
already
they
said
curse
that.
you out?
No, I don't get cussed out. They know how I am. If they cuss me out, then they'll lose.
So you're not a follower. You're your own person. Even if people
Exactly.
tell you whatever, you do what you got to do, and I respect that.
That's what I am. I do my own thing. I've
All right,
I've
that's
been
cool.
that way all my life. So I'm not gonna
Okay,
change
so
now.
if you've been like that, what do you think about Terence Crawford going up 3 weight classes now, and all his fans say that he can beat Canelo Alvarez?
That's what I was just gonna I was just gonna touch on that. But I wanted to get in and so everyone understands me succinctly and doesn't get or misinterpret anything I'm saying. And that's how come I started off with I understand with him wanting to build on legacy. I get that he would rather go after belts than actually fight a contender that's coming up. I get that. But I do not want it at the cost of another person's or another boxer's legitimate claim to a chance at the belts. So that being said, I got no problem with him fighting Ennis, none whatsoever. All right. I do believe that Ennis is not ready for him, but that's my opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. All right. But
Hey,
him, as far as him going up 3 weight classes and taking on Canelo, yeah, that's not going to happen. I've heard
hey,
the interview. I've heard the interview, and with that he did on Joe Rogan. He spoke intelligently about it, and he spoke very clear about it. He wouldn't mind doing it, but even he realizes that's a big ask on his body. So if his fans, I call just like you had the aerosexuals, I called his hardcore fans, I call them crowd dogs. When you got crowd dogs getting in on this and thinking that he can do this, and he's the best thing since sliced bread, I have issue with that. He is a great boxer. I got him. I got a Nui 1, and he's 1B as far as my top 2. All right. So that's how I think of it. I value his boxing prowess. That being said, though, if he jumps up 3 weight classes, without taking 1 or 2 fucking warm up rounds or warm up fights, he's gonna lose. And here's why: he needs to acclimate to that weight. He needs to get used to fighting at that weight. And doing it in training and sparring is not the same as actually fighting at that weight. So he needs to be at 168 for a solid year and fight at least 2 times before he meets up with a Canelo, so that he can get acclimated to that weight, so that he can make sure that his abilities as far as his physicality and his quickness and his reflexes will carry along with that additional weight. And we won't even mention the power. Will that power translate for him up at 168? These are all variables that have to be worked out with 1 or 2 fights before actually fighting Canelo. If he goes in there cold fighting Canelo, he's gonna lose.
But in any logical sense, right, it would be smart to do it gradually and to be able to grow into a weight class that can make sure that you're good all round.
Exactly.
Going up immediately like that, you're leaving a lot of loose ends. You're going off your best win against a good fighter at 147, which is totally a different ball game at 168.
Exactly. So, like the scenario that I see, all right, and it's still just as good for his legacy. The scenario that I see is that once Jamel gets in the ring with Canelo, he loses that WBO belt, and Tim Tszyu picks it up. All right, I can totally see him going, challenging Tim Tszyu for the belt. Those 2 fight. Tim Tszyu not ready for the likes of a Crawford. Crawford would more than likely, I'm not saying absolutely, so please don't fucking kill me, but more than likely would beat Tim Tszyu. And that means if Charlo decides to come back down to 154, that means he would have to fight Crawford to get back.
He ain't coming down to 154, Electric Jet. Come on.
He could do it, because do you think he's gonna be
there? There ain't no doggone way. He's gonna go up, he's gonna fight Canelo, he's gonna get beat, and then it's gonna be Canelo and Crawford. And that's what's gonna happen.
I'm not sure.
And you know what? It's gonna be an epic fight. It's gonna be the fight of the year, if not of next year. It's gonna be the ultimate fight. And if you count out Bud Crawford, if you're sitting there thinking that old Bud doesn't have the muscle to fight with Canelo, well, I'm gonna tell you what, it's going to happen, because I think Canelo will give him the shot. And if that happens, we're going to have a hell of a good fight for all of his fight fans. And Bud ain't going to get in there and lay down. He's going for the
there's no
gusto.
doubt, but there's no doubt that he's not going. He's going there to win. But is his body going to be capable of taking on the extreme demands and him be
He's
ready?
strong, boy. He is strong.
I'm not
Now you
saying
tell
he's
me
not
he ain't
strong.
strong? You try and tell me he ain't stronger than Canelo? I'm
I'm
gonna tell you what,
I'm
he's
saying
about
that
average. They're
I'm
about the
saying
same.
going up. I'm saying going up from 147 to 168 is a tremendous ask on your body.
Jed,
And
he's sitting doing interviews at 160 2 days after the fight. He's taller than Canelo.
actually,
He's got a longer reach than Canelo.
he walks around.
He's got a longer reach. He's taller than Canelo, and he's got a longer reach than Canelo.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's a weight
Think
bully.
about it.
We know he's a weight bully, but has he taken the power of a Canelo? Has he felt the
Canelo
power?
taking the power of Bud. Bud can hit.
Oh my God! Come on, has Bud ever broken somebody's face, bro?
Who hasn't he knocked out? Who hasn't he
Man,
stopped? Who
man,
hasn't he
come on.
stopped?
Spence was damaged
At
goods,
147.
and everybody
Well, that
else
was
was.
your boy,
He
Spence.
fight.
That was your
he-
boy. That was your
he-
boy, Spence. What happened to him? I told you he was stronger than Spence. I told you. You didn't listen. And I told you 100 times he's way stronger than Spence. Oh, no, he ain't. Oh, no, Spence is
Yeah,
way
but that's
bigger.
because he's on snack. He's on snack, but even the
Oh,
snack
yeah,
program.
you're on snack, bro. I'm telling you what, Bud, man, he's a good fighter. He's down home.
John
Yeah, but
McSmith,
I don't care
McSmith
I
got a
don't
life
care
on me, by
how
the way.
many fucking
I know you don't
injections.
care, but I'm gonna
I don't
tell you
care.
what you don't care. Bud might be
I
on
don't care
snack.
how
It doesn't
many
make any difference.
injections
Canel's on
Victor
snack too.
Conte
Canel's on snack
shows
too.
up his
Everybody's
ass,
on
bro.
snack.
He's
We're
not
all
gonna
on
be able to
snack,
take
bro.
Canelo's power, bro.
Snack. What kind of?
No,
It's the biggest crock of bullshit I ever heard in my life, man. Come
steroids
on,
don't give
man.
you a chin.
You're
Steroids
all
don't
on
give you a
snack.
chin, bro.
You're sitting there blowing smoke up your own ass, man. I'm telling you what,
Steroids don't
Bud's
give you a
strong.
fucking chin.
Bud
Steroids
is
don't give you a
strong,
fucking
man.
chin, bro.
Bud will fight Canelo.
All right.
Right down to the bitter end.
If you want to sit down and have an intelligent,
I hope it
Ah,
happens, bro.
don't
I
give me
hope
this
it
crap
happens.
about
then let's do
intelligent
that. But I'm not
conversations.
gonna,
I heard your
I'm not gonna
doggone
sit
tongue the
here. I'm
other
not
night
gonna
like you
sit
said.
here
You talking about
and talk with
Bud's
somebody all in
taller.
their feelings.
He's got a longer reach. He's got a better ring IQ,
I'm
and
talking about.
he hits hard. What more do you need to know?
You know what? I
Not
need
as
to
hard
know
as
how he
Canelo.
got.
Not nearly as hard as Canelo. Not nearly as hard as
Well,
Canelo.
what do you mean not nearly as hard as Canelo? Prove it.
Gonna do is fuck over somebody. It's pointless.
Who's Canelo been knocking out? He didn't knock out Ryder, but guess what?
Bro, he
They stopped the
fucking
fight against
Canelo will
Spence.
retire people.
You know what?
Canelo
Spence
has.
was supposed to sit there and fight Canelo.
Who has
It was
Bud retired?
all
Who has Bud
until
retired? He's
made
not retired
Spence.
anyone.
It
Bud
happened.
never.
Got
He's
in the
never
mix.
ended somebody's career, bro.
Got in the
Canelo
mix,
ends
didn't he?
careers.
Oh,
Canelo ends
hell
careers. Canelo
There
ends
goes old
careers.
Bud messing
Canelo.
up PBC's doggone show. Because
Everything
it was
Canelo,
supposed to be Charlo, and
everything,
it was supposed to be
everything
Charlo
Canelo
Jr.,
hits gets
then it was
shattered.
supposed to be Spence.
Everything,
Everybody thought
everything,
Spence was
everything
going to fight
Canelo hits.
Canelo.
Canelo could hit you in the arm and fuck up your arm. Canelo could
Oh,
fucking hit you in the face
You
and
can
break
hit
your
everybody
fucking
in the arm,
face.
but guess what?
Break
He
your
ain't going to
fucking
hit
face
Bud in
and
the arm
retire your
because
ass
Bud's going
in
to
your
be hitting
fucking
him in the
prime.
mouth.
Go ask Billy Joe
Bud's a
Saunders
better boxer.
how hard Canelo
Bud's a
fucking
better
hits.
boxer.
He fucking caved
It's
in
the
half
bottom
his
line.
fucking face. Bud Crawford can't
Bud's
do
got
shit
better
like that.
feet.
Bud
Bud's
Crawford don't have
faster,
power like
and
that.
Bud will crack him upside his head, and he'll look worse than doggone Errol Spence did at the end of the fight. Now, I'll guarantee
You
you.
gotta. Oh man. See, you're writing that.
Guarantee him to you.
See, you
If
were
I'm
probably
lying,
at that
I'm dying.
parade. You were probably at that
He will
parade
go
drinking that
ahead.
Kool-Aid at
He
that
will go
parade.
ahead, and his footwork is precise. His punching is precise. His ring generalship is precise. And what he's going to do to Canelo? Make the fight. That's all I can say. Make the doggone fight, and we'll see.
Man, come on. Canelo's not gonna get credit for beating up this little black guy, bro. Come
Canelo
on.
ain't going to beat nobody up. Canelo didn't even beat up, what's his name out there in New York? He ain't no knockout hitter.
Who the fuck has
Bud knocks
Bud
people
retired?
out.
Who the fuck
Bud
has Bud
knocks people
retired,
out.
bro?
Canelo don't
Canelo
knock people
retires
out.
Canelo
Bud
fucks
knocks people
motherfuckers
out.
up. Canelo
Bud
fucks
knocks people
motherfuckers
out.
up.
Canelo don't knock nobody out. You know? Bud knocks people out.
Yeah, this guy Spence that was fucking high as fuck.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see it in
Make all doggone excuses you want to. That's because you want, oh, no, Boots. You know, I know y'all Spence fanboys over there. Well, oh, Spence couldn't do it, so maybe Boots can do it. Yeah. Get the hook. Here's the deal. Bud's 35. He's looking for greatness. 3-division world champion. Get behind him.
You know what, man.
Get
You know
behind
what?
him, man. Get behind him, man.
It's always
Get behind
somebody.
him.
When it comes to Canelo, it's always somebody, right? They said this same shit about the Charlos, and then when the fight got announced, oh, he's picking on a smaller guy. Charlo's small. He's too small. You know, they're gonna say the same shit about this motherfucker, Bud, bro. You're
Hey,
saying that
check it
now,
out,
but
man.
as soon as the
Bud's sitting
fight
there
gets
beating the
announced,
crap
as
out
soon
of
as the
Spence,
fuck,
and he's calling
as soon,
Charlo off on the ring.
as soon as the
Bud's
fight
beating the
gets
crap out of
announced,
Spence.
bro,
He's
you're
calling
gonna be
Charlo
like,
off on the
you're gonna
ring.
be
You see what
shitting
I'm
on the
saying?
fucking fight.
See what
You're
I'm
gonna be
saying,
calling
bro?
it a cherry
He's
fucking
beating the
pick.
crap out of Spence, and he's calling
It's
Charlo
the
off on
same
the
old
ring
song.
while
It's the
he's
same
doing it.
old fucking
While he's
song.
doing it.
It's the
Don't
same old
you know?
fucking
I
song,
mean,
bro.
check into the hotel reality here, man. He's not playing. You know,
No,
if he
see,
says he's going to go up to
you're
168
living in the
and fight
Marvel universe.
Canelo,
You're living
fight
in the
him.
Marvel universe.
Fight him.
You read these comic
He's
books,
beating the crap out of Spence in
you
the
believe
ring and
you believe it,
calling Canelo out. He's
Peter.
walking over and
Peter,
calling, or he's calling Charlo out while he's beating Spence's ass. Come on, man.
Peter,
Snap out of it. Snap out of it, bro.
you believe
Snap
that
out of it. Look
Bud Crawford is
at what you're talking about.
Aquaman.
You don't know what
You
you don't know what the hell you're
you were at
talking
the
about,
parade.
man.
You were at the
have absolutely no idea who you're dealing with here, man.
You were at the parade,
Bud
Peter,
Crawford,
and you
Bud
witnessed
is strong.
Bud
He's
Crawford
stronger than you think, man.
come out of the
He's
ocean on a
way stronger
boat
than you think.
with
You're
a
just sitting there
fish
sitting
net,
on your doggone
with a
3 telephone books
with a
with your
fish net,
legs hanging
right?
over the
So
edge,
you think he's
dangling
Aquaman?
around, sitting
You
there
think
talking about
you're in
boxing
the
that you don't know
Marvel
nothing
fucking
about, man.
universe.
This guy
You're in
is
this
strong.
you're in
And
this
I'm telling
Marvel
you what,
universe.
if he gets in there with Canelo, if Canelo wants to take the fight, I'm behind Bud. I'm taking Bud.
You know what Canelo said already publicly? He said he's not going to get credit for that fight.
Well, I don't care what the hell Canelo says. If he takes a fight, he takes a fight. You know, if he takes it, he takes it. Then we got a good fight, and all of us fans are going to be sitting on the edge of our seats because, hey,
You're
it's
not going to
Bud
give Canelo
Crawford,
credit
man.
for that fight, and you know it. You fucking know it. All
I
you
don't
Canelo
give a
haters,
shit about credit,
all you
man.
Canelo
What am I
haters,
looking for?
all you
Stars on a
Canelo
piece of
haters are going to
paper,
call
man?
it a
What are you
cherry
talking
pick.
about?
Oh, he's picking
What
on a
the
little
hell are
black
you
guy.
talking about?
He's picking
He
on a little
won't get
black guy.
credit for it.
That's what you're
He's
going to
going to get
say.
his ass
That's what
beat.
the fuck
Is
you're
what's
going to
going to
say.
happen because Bud will beat him. That's what's going to happen.
Right now,
Bud's going to beat him.
right
Bud's going
now,
to beat Crawford.
right now, you think Bud
Right now.
Crawford is
Right now.
Aquaman because you were at the
Right
parade
now.
drinking that fucking Kool-Aid and you seen Bud
Nah,
Crawford
man. What
come out
you're
of the
doing there
ocean
is
on a boat
you're over
with the
there
fucking fish
crying
net, bro.
like a
So you
little
think he's
baby
fucking
because your boy
Aquaman
Spence
because he's
got
on
whooped.
steroids.
And now
He's
you
on that
think,
snack
oh,
program. He's on that
maybe,
snack program, so he looks like a Marvel superhero. But I don't
Spence
care how
will
many
beat, but
steroids he
Bud will
takes. He
beat,
ain't
but
fucking
Boots
with
will
no
beat him.
Canelo,
Boots
bro.
will beat him, man. You don't know what the hell you're talking about,
There's
bro.
not enough
I'm gonna tell
steroids
you
on the
what, right
planet.
now,
Victor
if
Conte
Canelo
can't
wants
save
that
him.
fucking
You
fight,
can't save
if
him.
Canelo wants
Nobody
to
can
fight,
save him.
Bud will take
Once
it
he feels
at
Canelo's
168,
power,
and then guess
he's
what's
gonna
going to happen?
fold,
We're going to have
and
a fight on
he
our
will
hands, and you're going to be sitting
crumble.
there on
He
your
will
3
crumble,
telephone books
and he will
with your
retire.
little legs
Canelo
hanging
will
over your
retire.
head going,
Canelo will not
gee.
only retire
I wonder
him,
what
he
happened,
will
man. I can't
fucking
believe it.
end
I can't
his
believe it,
fucking
man.
life.
Bud's
He
going to
will
fight
end,
Canelo.
Canelo will end
Bud's
his
going to fight
fucking
Canelo.
life,
Oh, and
and
then
then
they're
you
going to
will
weigh
cry
in,
like a
and you're going to see
bitch.
them stand
You will
next
cry
to
like
each
a
other.
bitch.
And Bud's going
It's
to be taller.
Canelo will
And
kill
Bud's
him.
going to have a longer reach. And Bud's going to have better footwork. And Bud's got more ring generalship. And then you can say, well, maybe Bud can win. Maybe Bud can win because, oh, I think he could maybe, because that's kind of candy ass you are, man.
In a world where all these fans are talking all in their fucking feelings.
Oh, don't give me that bullshit, man. He's going to go up 3-way presses.
Where people have
Roy Jones did it.
instead of people
Roy
just talking
Jones did
over
it.
each
There's
other.
plenty of great fighters that did it. Bud's
You
a
know
great
how I
fighter.
am. I like having conversations. I don't want to have a yelling match with anyone. I'd like to conversate
Well, you
about
got one with me.
the boxing, but I'm not going to sit here and argue and go and raise my voice so I can get my point heard. No,
Well, maybe you ought to raise your voice sometime because you're raising your voice No.
No, right now I'm talking. This is me talking normal. but I'm not gonna go. I don't want to get into a fucking yelling match, Peter.
Well, here's the deal.
You see me in plenty
Don't
of
sit
channels.
there and
Go
tell
get
me
in yelling matches.
that Bud Crawford isn't big enough to go up to 168 when he sits at 160 after his fight with Spence, probably walks around at 170, and
No,
he's
he walks
strong as
around at
hell.
154. He said it himself. He walks around at 154.
Yeah, that's what he said. But you know what? When he was doing his interview, he said, well, I'm 160 right now. And then he went in and said 168 for 3 undisputed divisions. Yeah, I'll fight him. So what more do you need to know?
I know that he said he's willing to fight Canelo, and I respect what he said. The realistic part of this whole thing is that if you jump up 3 weight classes within a year and you take that fight, do not expect the same results as you would at 147. It's not.
Well, that's your realistic interpretation.
That is just plain physics.
No, that just happens to be your opinion on realism on moving up 3 weight classes. But I'm telling you what. If Canelo takes a fight, if he says, yeah, I'll do it. If Canelo beats Charlo, here's what's going to happen. If Canelo beats Charlo, he's going to want to fight Bud. Because who else is he going to fight? Who else is he going to fight? Think about it.
I just mapped out a plan that more than likely would work the best, and it still works out for his legacy. Now, whether Charlo comes back down to 154 or not, that's not the point. The point is, if he goes up to 154 and fights Tim Tszyu for the WBO belt and wins, all right, first of all, that's history right there alone. And then if Charlo wants to take the opportunity to go ahead and try to win back that WBO belt and get back to undisputed at 154, he has that option. But then it would be a better option for Crawford, because then that's the 3 undisputed weight classes that he can go at.
It's not a better option. Bud wants undisputed in 3 divisions.
That's more
Do you understand?
than going up.
You understand me? You understand what I'm saying? Bud wants undisputed in 3 divisions. So if Canelo beats Charlo, which I'm pretty sure he will, who do you think he's going to fight next? Because Crawford's knocking on the door.
Actually, I think I'm thinking it might be Benavidez. But
It ain't going to be Benavidez. He ain't going to fight. He's never going to fight Benavidez. Okay? You can forget that.
People might consider that a duck.
It doesn't, I don't care what they consider. We're talking about boxing.
Right. I get you. But
okay?
Again, I'm a proponent for what's right.
He's got a 2-division undisputed champion sitting there calling him out who knocks everybody out. Bud knocks everybody out. Okay? So, who's Canelo going to fight when he beats Charlo? I'll give you one guess. I think he gives Bud the fight. See, because it ain't up to Bud. It's up to Canelo.
Let's see what happens then. Only time will tell. But like I said, I think the smartest move for Bud would to be go to 154 and take that belt off of Tim Tszyu when he's handed that belt.
Yeah, well, Tim Tszyu is he doesn't even enter into the equation at this point. He's insignificant. Let's put it that way, because Bud is looking for greatness. He doesn't want any schmuck fights. Tim Tszyu is not a money fight. You probably have to go to Australia, and it might be a money fight, but I don't think
you just say something wrong right there. Don't say Tim Tszyu is not a money fight.
And when
Tim
Bud
Tszyu
beats
is definitely
Charlo,
a money fight.
Bud's going to beat Charlo, or Canelo's going to beat Charlo.
I'll tell you right now, a Bud Tim Tszyu fight would make more money than a Bud Charlo fight.
Canelo's going to beat Charlo, and then it's going to be Bud afterwards, because Bud wants either one of those two. If Charlo wins, Bud wants him. If Canelo wins, Bud wants him. And Bud doesn't even care about the money at this point because he's got enough money. He already told people that I got enough money, I got enough businesses. I'm not doing this. I'm 35 years old. I'm going to be 36 pretty soon. Now's the time. So he's got nothing to lose. He's going for it. So it makes sense. If Canelo wants greatness, I mean, if he thinks he can beat Bud Crawford, which I don't think he can, but if he thinks he can, go for it. I was just on CCD tonight, and, I think Bud wins. Bud's good, man. Great
I never
footwork.
said Bud wasn't good. But Bud is an excellent fucking boxer. He's like the top tier, one of the top tier boxers.
Oh yeah, man, he's great.
So that his ring IQ, his talent was never in question. But when
He's strong too. He's strong as hell.
When you ask somebody to go 3 weight classes up, you're asking a lot of your body.
Bud is strong as hell. Bud is strong as hell, man. He's strong as hell. You saw the way he pushed Porter around. You saw the way he pushed Spence around, like they weren't even there. He did what he wanted to do. They were fighting his fight from the first 3 seconds to the first round.
He pushed Spence around for sure, but he wasn't pushing Bud around as bad as he was pushing Spence around. I'll say that.
He was pushing Porter around too. You just didn't see it. You just didn't see it, but he was laughing at him. The thing about it is that Crawford, people don't think Crawford can fight in close. Crawford can fight in close. So, what I say is I hope it happens. All I can say is I hope it happens.
Well, that's all fine and dandy, man. I'm sure a lot of Bud Crawford fans out there want to see it happen too. And all I want to see is the best fight the best. It's that simple. I want to see, but above all else, I want what's right. I want what's right for each division. I want the right. I want.
I want what's right stuff, man. Boxing.
I'm tired of boxers. I'm tired of boxers getting looked over. And like Tim Tszyu has been fucking. He's had
Jed, that's the lamest shit I ever heard. We don't ever get what's right in boxing. Come on, damn it, snap out of it.
If we never get it, that's what I want.
Yeah, well, that's what I want a whole doggone garden full of tomatoes and cucumbers, which I got, but. I mean, it doesn't happen like that. It's boxing, man. Whoever the people want to see, that's what they want to see. And the promoters and the networks, especially the networks, if they see a fight that they can make, they're going to make it. And the networks pretty much run it, and then, they go over to the site and the site fee pays, the fighters and stuff like that. But, yeah, Bud and Canelo, that'd be an epic fight. An epic fight for everybody. Fight fans would go crazy.
Now, okay, that's your opinion. I think.
Well, you're not going to watch it, right?
No. I would watch the fight for sure.
I
think the smartest.
We'd all watch it.
I think the smartest thing for Bud to do is gradually go up. I think he needs to go to 154, fight for that belt. All right, beat whoever has whatever belts available. And if Charlo wants to come back down, then fine. Then we'll see. That would be a money fight. Charlo and Bud Crawford, Jamel Charlo and Bud Crawford would be a fucking moneymaker.
Yeah, well, you know what? If Charlo wins, they'll fight. But if Charlo doesn't win, it'll be I think Canelo would take the fight. Honestly. I think Canelo would say, yeah, I'll fight him. Because Canelo's not a chicken. He'll fight anybody.
I never said Canelo's a chicken. I never said Bud's a chicken. But
and you know what Bradley and those guys are saying? They're a lot of stuff is running around the YTB right now saying that Canelo's scared of Bud, and that's not true. Canelo's not scared of Bud. Canelo will give him a shot. I think Canelo would give him a shot. Canelo is a competitive kind of guy, I mean, I think he'd do it.
Both these men are interested in legacy right now. Both of them. That's the one
Charlo
thing.
ain't going to win.
That's the one thing.
Charlo's not going to beat Canelo. Let's face it. We all know that.
Charlo is there for the payday. It's that simple. I'm gonna say it straight up. Charlo is there for the payday. Nothing more, nothing less.
He's, you know, I like Charlo. He's explosive, but his ring IQ, you know, I'm just not sure, you know, about the guy. Anything can happen, but I'm just not sure.
I don't think Charlo could beat. I don't think Jamel could beat Tim Tszyu. I think Tim Tszyu has his ticket.
Well, yeah, but Zoo improved a lot too. I mean, we watched that guy.
Tszyu improves with each fight. That's why I like him.
Yeah, I like him too. But he's insignificant. You know, at this point.
That's not true. That's Tim Tszyu is a moneymaker. No matter what you say, no matter what you say, no matter how you slice it, Tim Tszyu is a moneymaker. That's money in the bank. Whether
in Australia, you know, if you want to go fishing up and you know,
the same in Australia as it is out here. The difference between him fighting, let's say, Bud fighting Tim Tszyu in Australia than fighting him in the States is that Bud would have to go out of his way to make sure he knocks Tszyu out, to make sure there's no question.
He's not going to fight through. I highly doubt that Bud will fight through. He'll fight Canelo.
If Tim Tszyu has the belt at 154, I think he would fight Tim Tszyu.
Bud will retire before he fights Tim Tszyu. Bud was ready to retire before this Spence fight came along. Okay? He was ready to hang it up. He said, well, I'm never going to get a fight with Spence, so the hell with it. And he was ready to hang it up. And then Spence, and that's why he was saying, man, thanks for making the fight. Thank you. Thank you for making the fight. And thank me for going ahead and agreeing to the stipulations, terms, conditions, standards, procedures, and policy that was included in the contract. And that's the only fight. That's the only reason that fight got made.
Right now,
and I guarantee you that if Canelo beats Charlo, I'm thinking Canelo will say, "Okay, let's go." And then we got a good fight. We got a fight coming. Then we got a fight coming.
Not Charlo, but Canelo is in a very awkward position right now because he wants to get legacy. All right, he wants to go after legacy, but the more that he goes, the more that he fights and asks lighter weight champions to come up to fight him in his weight division, the less likely it is that he's going to get any credit for those fights. As it is right now, they're using undisputed versus undisputed with Charlo and Canelo. But to be completely honest, before that fight was mentioned, no one thought that fight was at the best. It would have been Jamal. At the best, Jamal was the one that he was going to fight. No one thought, myself included, that Jamel was going to be the one that was going to fight.
Well, Jamal ain't fought in 2 years. Come on.
Well, Jamal shouldn't have a belt in my honest opinion. He's held that fucking belt for hostage. I don't like when fighters do that.
He got gifted that belt. He hadn't fought in 2 years. Last guy he fought was that Mexican guy, and that guy beat him. In the end rounds, he pretty much cornered him. But I'm telling you, if Jermel loses to Canelo, I think Canelo's going to give Bud a shot, and then we're going to have a hell of a fight.
Well, if he loses, all right. Again, if he loses,
he can go back down and fight Tim Tszyu all he wants.
And defend.
Canelo can go down and fight Tim Tszyu all he wants because Bud ain't even messing with him. Bud's going to be 36. He don't, he's looking for the biggest fight he can make, and it's going to be Canelo. And if Canelo wants a fight, we got to fight. Then we're going to have a fight because it doesn't make any sense. If Charlo wins, Bud will take him on because Bud was beating up Spence and jumping on the ring going, come on, Bubba.
I do not think he's going to ask.
Bud was beating up Spence and yelling at Charlo out the crowd, come on, man, you're next. You're next, partner.
think
You
that
know,
he's gonna fight
he ain't scared.
Bud
He ain't scared of
Crawford
Charlo. And
if
he's got
Bud
nothing
comes up
against Charlo,
from
but he ain't scared
147?
of Charlo.
I
He ain't
don't think
scared of Charlo,
I
no
don't
way.
think he's gonna ask Bud to fight. Not if he's
You
still at
know,
147. Nope.
and now Charlo dumped the belts, so you know, I don't know. It just makes more sense to me for him to go that way than it would to screw on with Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu's a good fighter. I like the guy, man. I mean, I have nothing against those dudes, man. I think they're really good. But you know, the thing about it is that the way it's positioned and the way everything's set up, just looks to me like the best fight for Bud would be Canelo, and Canelo wants to fight. Canelo said he'd fight him, so hey,
Well,
let's
let's see
do
what
it.
happens. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna happen. And I think the best thing for Bud is to move up to 154, clean house there, and there it is. He'd be the only male, the only fucking fighter ever to have undisputed in 3 different weight classes.
Well, I think it's going to happen.
That
I
would
think it's
be
going to happen because I
that
think
would put him in
Canelo's
the
going to beat
all-time great
Charlo,
position.
and I think Bud is going to go ahead and see, because fighting at Charlo at that point means nothing. He lost, so he'll go for Canelo, and he already said, "Hey, 168, I'll do it." So as long as he
That's
said that,
asking a
you know
lot of
what?
your
I
body,
thought to myself, if he wants to do that, fine, go for it. Far be it from me to tell a man who can fight like that what to do. You know, I mean, I think he's in
man.
our era.
One
I
thing
think
Bud
Bud,
does is that
I
he
think
fights.
Bud is the
Bud
best in
fights.
our era.
Bud
You
fights to
know,
the level of his opponent. He doesn't put any extra effort into it that he doesn't have to do. But he did put extra effort in the Spence fight because there was a point to prove there. But if you look at most of his fights over the past 5 years, all of his fights, he's put just enough effort to win the fight comfortably.
who did?
Bud.
Yeah, and then he knocked him out, right?
Okay. Again, you're not hearing
Again. Did he knock him out?
Bud.
Did he knock him out, or did he not knock him out?
Bud has a tendency to fight to the
Yeah,
level
you see,
of his opponent.
for some strange reason, you seem to think that the guys that he was up against weren't competent fighters and champions.
When did that
You
come
need
out
to
of my
pull
mouth?
your head out of your anal canal and
When
look at
did
who
that?
he was fighting and the time he
You want
was
to
fighting.
rewind? You want to rewind?
You
No
know,
point
here's the
in
deal,
time did I
man.
say
Here's
that.
the deal. Here's the deal. You seem to think that these guys that Bud Crawford was fighting they weren't any good. Well, guess what? What happened to your boy ERROL Spence? He was way bigger and way stronger, and he was the best boxer in the face. And he's going to
Are
dog
you
walk
going to
Bud
tell me what
Crawford.
I'm thinking?
And guess what? He's going to beat him up. He's going to push him up, and he's going to
Peter, I never
hand him
said
his
any of that.
ass. That's what he said. He
I
was
never
going to
said
hand him
any
his
of that.
ass, and guess what
Why are
happened,
you
Chad?
putting words in my mouth?
Spence got knocked out.
Why are you
Spence
putting
got
words in my
dog
mouth?
walked and beat up.
You're
And
sounding
then
like a
while he
straw
was
dog
beating
right
him up,
now.
he was yelling
You're
at
sounding like
Jamal
a straw
Charlo
dog right now.
outside
Can
the
you
ring.
stop?
I'm going to beat your
Can you
ass.
stop that? First of all,
See
stop
what I'm
putting words
saying?
in my mouth.
He was yelling at
Stop
Charlo
misquoting me.
outside the ring
Stop
while he
saying
was
shit that I
beating
didn't say.
Spence up. I'm going to whip your ass next. See what I'm saying? You're playing with the wrong boy.
No.
He gets in there with Canelo. Canelo's going to have a fight on his hands.
You think you're talking to some other guys that don't know what they're talking about? You think you're talking to some young cat?
I only
You
know
can
what I
just talk
see.
all over
What
the
did you see? What did you see? I saw
I'm
Bud
hearing what I'm
Crawford
seeing
beating the
right
crap
now.
out of Spence, and then I
see
saw him
somebody
sitting
all
on
in
the
their
rope,
feelings.
yelling at Charlo, going,
I
"I'm gonna
see
whip your
somebody
ass
all in
next."
their feelings, just fucking
That's what I
talking over
saw.
people.
What did you see?
I see you just all you're doing is talking over and not letting me do a
No, but
counterpoint.
that's because you're talking bullshit. You're talking some kind of
misquoting me.
namby-pamby bullshit.
You're
Here's
over
the
here
deal.
saying that I
Here's
think
what the
what you're
deal
saying.
is.
At no point
Bud
in
was
time did
beating
I
the
say
crap
any
out
of
of
the shit
Spence,
you just
and
said.
then he was sitting on the ropes yelling at Charlo, going, "I'm gonna beat your ass next. You're next."
I think you had one too many drinks.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I think you're all in your feelings right now.
Am I wrong? In my feelings?
You're
Am I
all
wrong
in
in
your
my
feelings
feelings?
right now.
Did I say something that was wrong?
Yeah, you did.
Huh?
You did say something that was wrong. You
And
misquoted.
what was that?
You misquoted me and stated it as fact.
I
Don't
didn't
do
say
that
anything
shit. Not
about
with
what
me.
you were saying. I
Yes,
didn't
you
misquote
did.
you at
Yes,
all. I
you
don't
did.
give a shit what you're
You
saying. I'm
totally
telling you what
misquoted
I
me.
was saying. I don't give a shit what you were saying. I'm telling you what I was saying. Bud was beating the shit out of Spence and then jumping on the ropes and going, "You're next," to Charlo. That's all I said.
And you know, but that's not all you said. That's what you ended with.
Oh, what else did I say?
You misquoted me. You said that I feel
I
this
didn't
way, and I
misquote you
said this.
because I wasn't quoting
No, no,
anything
you
you were
can't do
saying
that,
because
man.
everything you
You
were
can't
saying
do
is
that and
bullshit.
expect me to be here and be quiet about it. I'm not going to sit here and get misquoted.
Well, I'm
That
not
doesn't
asking you to
happen.
be quiet about it, but I'm not misquoting you.
You are misquoting me. You
What?
definitely misquoted me.
You're so full of shit. I didn't misquote you at all. Why in the hell would I miss? Why would I even take a quote from you? You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That's fine. If I don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. But
Well, it's fact.
my point being is the smartest thing for him to do is to go up to 154, take the belt from Tim Zoo. That's a money fight. And if he more than likely he's gonna win in my honest opinion. And that puts Charlo in the position to either fight Crawford to give him an opportunity for undisputed at his third different weight class, which is legacy, which is what he wants.
Yeah, it's crock of shit. And the reason I say that is because he doesn't need to go fight Tim Zoo. All he has to do is wait and see who the winner is. Because Charlo said he'd fight Bud, and Bud said he'd fight Canelo, or Canelo said he'd fight Bud, and Bud said he'd fight Canelo. Let's make the fight. And enough of this jumping around the weight classes. It's a bunch of bullshit. He's 30. He's going to be 36 years old. You don't need that right now.
You do know that him and Canelo are similar ages, right?
Well, I think Canelo's what, 32?
I said similar ages. I didn't say the exact age. They're similar ages. They're both in their 30s.
Canelo's 32. Bud's 35. He's going to be 36. Okay? So, you know what Bud's looking for. Does that ring a bell?
Both Bud,
Does that ring a bell?
Both Bud and
You know what
Canelo
he's looking for.
legacy. They're both looking for legacy.
Yeah, he don't need, because he doesn't need the money. You think he needs money? He's set. Bud's set. Okay? He doesn't need the money.
I don't discuss money because I'm not a pocket watcher. I don't care what they make.
Well, that's what he said. He
They're
said
not
he's
sharing
set.
their wealth with
He
me,
doesn't
so I
need
don't give a
money.
fuck.
And on top of that, he told he told everybody in his interviews, you know, if he wouldn't have got the Spence fight, he'd just hung it up. Because he'd been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and it never materialized. So, you know, I don't know whose fault it was. I'm not even going to go into that. All I'm saying is that he was waiting, and then it finally materialized. And you heard at the end of the fight, thank you. Thank you for making this fight. But that's what Bud said to Earl. He said, thank you for making this fight. I appreciate it. And Earl said, I appreciate you. And he said back, I appreciate you. Because Bud has integrity. And he's going for that doggone, he's going for as much as he can get right now. Because he doesn't have much time left. And me, being from the Midwest, I'm a fan. I can't help it. I like the guy. I've been watching him since 2014, you know, so. He's a great fighter.
Never
He's a
said he
great
wasn't.
man.
I have him. He's second on my top 10. My top 10. He's second. It's Nui, Bud, Canelo. But moving on in the conversation, if the fight does happen, I do think that it's going to be. I think at the very least, I think it would be Bud's last fight, win or lose. If he jumps up 3 weight classes to fight Canelo, I think it would be his last fight. So I know he'd put his all into it. Will it be enough? We'd have to see. But if he decides to go, if he just wants to get that third undisputed, then the best way to go is to land it at 154. Let me read some of these. It's not hard to put on weight in your 30s. You don't need snack, right? Did they not clean that place up yet? Why is everybody talking like Canelo beat Jamel? Oh no, I'm not talking like Canelo beat Jamel. I'm not talking about like I'm not saying I don't know who's going to win the fight. I'll wait. I'll decide like day of the weigh-in. But I do factor in how they performed in the last few fights. And to be completely honest, Jamel's last few fights, including all the time that he's taken off, ring rust is a factor for me. It's not looking good for Charlo, to be completely honest. Now, here's the thing on Canelo's side. Yeah, a lot of people said that Canelo's last 2 fights he didn't look good, but on that same token, Canelo was not doing any training with he wasn't working on doing any road work. I think that was due to the injury, but he was still able to get his workouts in and able to win the fights comfortably. Because I don't think that the Ryder fight was that close. It was more than obvious Canelo won that fight. But it is what it is. But now in this training regimen that he's doing now to fight Charlo, he's definitely doing road work, intense road work. This tells me you're going to see a different Canelo in there, in my honest opinion. Shit, please tell me I'm not alone on this motherfucker. Anyone here? Am I talking to myself?